Hello, internet friends. It is Saturday night. We are playing Call of Cthulhu. Thank you so much for spending part of your geekend with us here on Quests and Chaos. That's no moon. We are momentarily diminished. We are temporarily diminished, as we've often talked about. I'm lucky enough to sit at a table with people that are paid to do professional theater stuff, and Ren has a gig.
Hey!
So they should be here around 7, we think. But you know, traffic is a thing and life is a thing. But
yeah, TBD.
We're working on it.
Get that check.
Ren's
Get
getting,
that
Ren's
check.
getting the check, and she may or may not be here.
There we go.
There you go.
Schrodinger's Ren.
Schrodinger's Ren. We won't know if they're dead unless we open the box.
Charlie may get some emergency medicine. Who knows?
Charlie's been really quiet the past couple episodes.
Yeah.
Gosh, Charlie. Quiet down, Charlie.
It's a new month. Our tavern upkeep starts the month 51%.
Ooh.
Bam. So if we get to 100%, so first of all, if we get to 75%, I'm going back in my closet. If we get to 100%, we're going to do a giveaway of something so cool that it doesn't even exist yet.
What?
We have...
Schrodinger's giveaway.
That's right. We have the all-new #blessed t-shirt.
Ooh.
Which will look very much like that dice tray, although in fabric form. Yeah, Pooja will put
I'll put a
post-it note.
non-post-it.
Oh, there's going to be a not blessed one, too?
No, well, if Pooja has anything to do with
If we
it.
could do a graphic of the not post-it. I don't think it really reads on the camera,
You know,
unfortunately.
if it were the 90s, it would be blessed. Not. Just move the post-it note. So yeah, we have a blessed, well, we theoretically have a blessed t-shirt, and you could win it if our tavern upkeep hits 100. This is no purchase necessary. You're gonna have to be present in that live stream whenever we give it away to win.
Ooh.
Why does someone
How many steps did you just get?
no, yeah. No, I'm getting a lot of text messages from my wife, and I'm going to ignore them because I'm sure if
Everything's fine.
if something is bad, put it in chat.
No, don't do that.
There's going to be some horrible things in chat.
Exciting news, fresh off the presses. We will have an arena using the new player's handbook and stuff from it. There will be tacos in the meal. It's going to be wacky. That'll be coming up the week of the 15th. What's the Monday?
Give or take.
Ish.
Somewhere in the week of the 15th. Probably. Maybe. There will be
Depending on
possible
when
arena.
Oasis plays.
Schrodinger's arena?
Definitely, maybe, probably.
There will be an
Certainly.
arena, and because of the... God, dogged. Because of that, I'm going to take this there. We have some folks who have given bits that we're going to count here for the Danes, but are also going to be cards for the arena, should it probably maybe happen.
Double dipping.
Double yes.
prizes.
Yes. Twice
It's
the
a
fun.
BOGO of bits.
Twice
BOGO
the
bits.
Twice the fun. We have 4 bits from a run.
Ooh.
A run, a walk,
Stride?
stride, a stride,
Canter.
a canter.
Preamble?
Wait,
I like that one.
What are we doing?
Is that the verb form of? I thought it was preambulate,
Yeah, sure.
because in Oscar Wilde, they you can't say let's go for a walk. Instead, you're like, would you join me on a perambulation?
Constitutional?
I do love Oscar Wilde.
So a run has given me 4 bits.
Oh, dang.
I love it.
Use them.
I just might. There's a challenge coming up that we'll find out about. Leah has given the players 2 bits.
We have bits.
We got bits. We've got the bits.
What is going on over there?
Yeah, funny. Oh, shit.
That was so.
That one actually almost went in.
There was a bounce there.
There's a there's a
I worked
basketball
for that one.
concept, the second jump,
did.
and I didn't think that Pooja had the second jump.
It was a skee ball throw.
Now the challenge to me, Cheesecake has given me 2 bits.
Oh my god.
With the demand that I use them or lose them.
Oh.
So I'm going to use these tonight.
Tonight.
That
So you
is the
say.
challenge.
I
Tonight
gotta
is
like
the
write a
night.
note or tie something around my finger to remind you. Anytime you make a roll, just be like, how
I
good
mean,
could have been better.
Although
Could've been worse.
in the Discord, Cheese made the point, I rarely roll dice, which makes using bits a little more complicated. And we have 2 bits to the players from Red Dead Coquette. Oh, you bit on the pump fake!
I don't know what that means.
Oh, that was sad.
You're
That
trying
last
to hit
one was
me.
sad.
that was good though.
That was really good.
A part of me almost wanted to just like give that to you.
It's just
It's all I've got.
I want to drink my water. I want to drink my water.
you can also kill our characters. You've got that too.
Yeah, you could always do that.
It's not the same. It's not as satisfying. Thank you so much for those bits and for your contribution to letting us keep doing the silliness that we love so much. Thanks to you.
You enable our bad decisions.
Thank you.
Nick's.
Yeah,
Bad
my therapist would like to talk to you.
Whoa! I think someone else has made a bad decision at some point.
Never made a bad choice. Always the best choice.
I just
Speaking of
like the
bad-
humble sanity roll.
Yeah, it's just,
Speaking of bad choices, last episode we were in the Dreamlands, and some questionable diplomacy was undertaken.
Not by me.
Run us through some of the questionable
God.
diplomacy.
You tried your
Was
best.
trying to strangle the princess questionable diplomacy?
Yes.
That counts?
Yes.
Huh.
I mean,
And then also copulating with her.
it went from questionable diplomacy to successful foreplay.
I had to keep my cover when I choke her. What are you supposed to do?
Get kinky.
Way to take one for the team.
Yeah, that was for everyone else.
Get physical. Physical.
No, what happened in the
Gonna get
Dreamland doesn't matter. It's not
physical.
real. We can skip it.
Not
It's
real.
It doesn't actually happen.
matter.
We did a lovely eulogy for Blackjack, though.
That was sweet.
Right.
That's what we should
Blackjack's
talk about.
funeral.
Funeral of Black.
We're all
Blackjack.
happy that Blackjack is gone.
He is Wade to West.
Yeah.
Aw, wait to
Way
West.
to West.
Wait to West.
West in peace, Blackjack.
West in
no, it
peace,
was pretty-
Blackjack.
Pretty straightforward. Got to the Dreamlands. The Sarnathians had a wonderful idea to kill all the Ibians to solve all their problems, which was the same idea as last time.
They've only got one idea.
They've got one idea. They just think if they
2 if you count sleeping with you.
say it like, no, they just okay. I hate everything about Dreamlands.
Oh, and they were gonna
That's
frame
my
me.
wrap up. They were gonna frame me.
Yeah, they were gonna frame me.
Which was why I wanted to murder her and toss her in the Ibian car to just get them to go at each other. That did
And
not
who
happen.
knows what would have happened if you killed another Sarnathian.
You told me what would happen. It would have been horrible.
Double prizes.
And you awoke coming into Trieste.
Oh, that's right.
So you arrive in Trieste.
And Charlie was like yapping his mouth, right?
Just kept
I
going.
would not shut up.
Not get that.
La 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 la.
Charlie was not in the Dreamlands,
Right.
which
Stayed
is,
up all night long.
which is of note.
Got into
Yes,
my
I
backup
think,
Coke and used it all up. I need more Coke.
Backup Coke? I thought I threw it all off of the
Yeah, I believe.
balcony. I thought I just got rid of it.
That was my joke for why I don't have backup Coke.
So, yes. If are we in media res now, or are
Sure,
we?
yeah.
I think that Erno would check up on Charlie if he had not been there. I mean, we were going to go to breakfast, I
Yeah.
think, but
Yeah.
yeah, she would want to see what's going on with Charlie.
So you just have time to have breakfast on the express before you pull in, and so Charlie will just say, with a strange look on his face, yeah, something. I went to a different place, not to the same
Oh.
dreamland. I didn't go to the train.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't think I'm allowed on the train anymore.
Oh.
Do I hear this? This is a private combo?
Are you doing this at breakfast?
Yeah, let's do that
So,
at breakfast. We should all hound
here's what I'd like
Speak
to
up,
do.
Charlie.
Well,
I'd like
I also
to-
don't want to get
I'd
too
like
into it without.
I'd
Ren.
like to cut. We'll come back to this scene when Ren comes back because
Okay.
there is going to be a scene between Ren and Henri that will. Let's just say that the ticket that Ren bought a long time ago has finally caught up with Charlie.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. All right. So we'll come back to it. Okay. But Charlie's alive.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Charlie slept better than
Probably us. Yeah.
We're exhausted.
Charlie. Has slept very well. So Trieste is one of those coastal cities that has sort of it's a flat beach area, and then it almost immediately goes up into hills that turn into mountains.
Oh, wow.
And those mountains basically head to Eastern Europe. So these are the foothills of huge mountains. It is a beautiful city. It is a city that has been ravaged by World War I. It was a front line. They, in the 1800s, Trieste begged the they were fighting Venice in terms of being trade magnates in the area. And when Venice became too powerful to face alone, Trieste allied with the Austro-Hungarian Empire and became part of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. In World War I, actually before World War I, pardon me, let me make sure here.
Gotta double check. Gotta get the facts right.
I was gonna be like, I don't care. My character doesn't have history high
Italy
enough to.
took it
Oh,
over
I know
in
this.
World War I. So it's only recently Italian. However, it is being aggressively Italianized under Mussolini. Hungarian, Slavic-sounding names are being ruled out. There are all sorts of rules about renaming everything in Italian.
Jesus.
All that stuff. It is being re-educated for the new Italy.
That's rough.
It is.
Importing massive amounts of pasta.
I'm pretty sure they
Gotta
still
find
have
the bright
pasta,
side.
you know.
Train loads of spaghetti.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, it's on the Orient Express. Yeah.
It
There's so much spaghetti.
it is also a city of kind of fascinating geological and meteorological phenomenon.
Ooh.
You said cave system, right?
There is so throughout the mountains, especially as you head up into what is modern day Slovenia, there are mountains that we still have not fully explored. Giant caves. There is a famous cave which is currently known in the 20s.
Bat cave.
Not the Bat Cave.
No, it's the unicorn cave. Stay the fuck out of those mountains.
It is called the Cathedral Cave, but it is
Cave of Wonders.
It is one of the caverns in this cave system is large enough that you could put St. Peter's Basilica in it underground.
Oh.
It is huge, and there are a number of caves that are still being found, especially in the 20s. So Trieste is a rebuilding city. It is a major trade port. It was the Austro-Hungarian Empire's main trade port. And so now it is reconfiguring as a hub of industry for Italy. It is a town of, it's one of those big small towns. It is a large town, but it's fairly dense. It is because there's not that much space. You know, there are houses up in the hills, but not as many. And there are, the rail line is still being repaired in many cases. So coming in, the Orient Express actually comes in reverse. And so the rail comes around Trieste and then comes in this way so that it can then head down the Balkan Peninsula after this.
Like a big hook.
But the most noticeable thing that all of you, as you step off the train, are assaulted by is a freezing, aggressive wind. Just a blast, like the blast of wind that hits you as you step off the train is not quite make a strength roll, but it's heading there.
Ooh.
What season is it again?
It is winter.
Oh,
this is mid-Jan. I think
It's late January.
Yeah, late January.
We've almost known each other a month.
Feels so much longer
What?
considering we're also seeing each other when we sleep.
Yeah.
Sort of doubles
Feels
the
like-
time.
yeah.
Kind of
Feels
doubles
like
the
2
time.
months. Yeah.
Feels like almost a year. One might
Some
say.
reason. Yeah.
And the wind, it's bitterly cold. And
Almost a month.
they, the steward there will almost sort of amusedly be like, Deborah, eh? And
Sure.
that you will find is what they call this bitter wind. That is, I posted a weird thing on it in the Discord. It's a real thing. They're just like, oh, this crippling wind that comes in and kills people. Ha, the Bora.
Yeah.
Well, we call the fog Carl,
There you go.
and they call the
The
deadly wind.
the Bora.
Bora.
Yeah. And so it is a thing, and there are one of the myths about it is that one of the what were they? The guys that went after the Golden Fleece, the
Oh,
Argonauts.
the Argonauts. Yeah.
One of the Argonauts.
One of the Jasons.
Yeah, one of the Argonauts fell in love with a mermaid that was a daughter of Poseidon, and Poseidon found they came to this area and hid in a cave, and Poseidon found them, and when his daughter would refuse to go back with him, he created this wind. He used this wind to like trap them both in the cave.
Until they died.
Until they may still be there. Who knows?
Great guy.
Oh, maybe they're still there.
Let's go find Poseidon's kid.
Um,
And one of the Jasonauts.
The Micronauts.
Oh,
That was a
Reggie.
great cartoon. So before your hook, to speak in crude game terms,
Yeah.
your hook here is that Dr. Smith told you that there is somewhere around here a piece of the simulacrum, and he told you to look up Johann von Winkelmann.
The famous Dr. von Winkelmann?
Yes, so let's talk about that.
he's certainly still alive.
Just say you are the writer of an episodic, massive campaign that travels all over a section of the place. And you later, when they go to a specific place, you say, from the beginning, the players should know this. Maybe put that in the beginning, is all I'm going to say.
Now, Ezra, how many times have you run this, though?
Well,
Yeah, you should remember.
You should remember
This is
every,
about me.
You should remember
Every little piece.
detail.
tiny
of this.
little piece.
that is to say
Model.
that both Rudy and Erna would be well aware that Joachim Winkelmann is considered the father of modern archaeology.
Quite the honor.
In fact,
But it couldn't possibly be him, right?
This is a different.
It's got to be a descendant or something. I mean, it
I
would
haven't
still be
known that
very
there's a
honorable.
curator.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
him. The museum curator.
no, there is. You have the name of a curator.
Which
Yeah.
is Johann
The-
Winkelmann.
No, the Winkelmann.
No,
was,
this is a separate thing. This
Yeah.
is something I got to contact somewhere at
You
some
have
point.
you have the name
I know
of a
someone to
curator
check.
at the museum Museo de Historia e de Arte, the Museum of History and Art.
That's why I just wrote down curator.
I'm pretty sure.
You failed your Italian.
Is this
roll.
from the beginning or
This is
something
from
more
this is something
recent?
way back.
He got this.
Yeah,
he
so
got
just-
this from the statuary guy in England, I believe.
No.
I believe
Oh no, Paris. In
Paris? That would make more sense.
Yeah, in Paris. So, yeah, you have a name.
I will say I have Johann Winkelmann listed as a museum curator, which might have been a mistake.
Are you saying the Google Doc?
But okay, I'm gonna look at the handout. I'm gonna look at the
The
handout.
Google Doc can't be wrong.
gonna look
Is
at
that-
that.
Well, we also have a
would be
museum
you
curator
wrong.
in Serbia, so
Yeah,
maybe
but
they
there's
got
multiple.
I mean, there are a
conflated.
lot of curators. There are a lot of museums.
Oh, okay. So look up Johann Winkelmann at the museum there. So might not be a museum curator, but we
Right,
should look him
okay.
up at the museum. So I'm pretty close.
I'm pretty sure we're looking
I don't know
up
why
his
Erna's
obituary.
defending the Google Doc.
The Google Doc has never lied. People live and die by the Google Doc.
But Erna and Rudy, both of you make me archaeology rolls.
Okay.
Should I do a polo roll or maybe
Hardly any archaeology.
tuxedo roll? Or...
No. Check that off.
I'm checking.
I'm checking it.
Check.
Very nice. So,
Just regular.
just a regular? Okay.
Yeah. Love it when I get to use my academic stats.
Yeah, the whole basis of your character.
Yeah.
I hope I
Yeah,
make a
that's
history
nice.
roll
It makes me
soon.
feel good.
I really wish to make a
Do you have polo?
hot boy summer roll.
Hot boy summer roll.
That's Brat Summer now. So.
Yeah,
Show
Yeah.
has really been lacking those. 'cause
Hot boy
it's
summer rolls.
winter.
Because it is winter.
playing
Is that
the game
appearance
through
or
winter.
I don't know.
how do you want to describe that?
So I'll give you some bullet points on Winkleman.
Okay.
He was Prussian. He was born in 1717.
Oh.
He died in Trieste in 1768. He was the librarian of the Vatican.
Oh,
Good for him.
nice work if you can get it. You know.
Yeah.
He never lived in Trieste. It was
Just a dying place.
yeah.
I gotta go to Trieste. I gotta die real quick.
He don't.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said hi. I'm sorry.
We're not supposed to react.
Why not?
It's not here. So
So unprofessional.
He came to Trieste after he was accompanying a friend. He was supposed to go back to Rome, and he just he wrote to friends, "I am not what I wish to be,"
Oh.
Oh,
and
I know that.
yes,
Oh,
that is a very famous letter.
okay.
And he headed for Trieste, and details in Trieste are unknown, but you got a regular success.
Yeah.
Okay. He was apparently killed in a robbery.
Oh my
Someone
God.
tried to rob him.
Hmm.
But the good news is he had time to make a will before he expired,
Oh, good.
in which he left most of his possessions to a waiter at a local hotel.
Okay.
I know what that's like.
Yeah. Last minute, you
This
think about
got
people
dark.
who really matter to you.
There we go.
And you're like,
We'll find her at a
the
hotel.
service was
there-
phenomenal.
And there's a famous
One hell of a tip.
Yeah.
there is a famous tomb in the museum to him.
Oh, so maybe that's what we. Because yeah. Wait. I mean, I'm telling you all this. It just occurred to me because Johann Winkelmann. I guess. Yes, he's the father of modern archaeology,
Well,
right?
everyone knows that much.
Everybody knows that, right,
Yeah.
Reggie?
Yes.
But he died here. But
Everyone knows that.
Well, no.
What?
not everybody knows that.
No.
Oh, right. Not many, but we do.
But Dr. Smith wanted us to visit the museum here.
But not him specifically.
Well, he died.
Yeah.
Unless he didn't, Are
No, he's dead.
you sure?
It's not like people can come back to life.
Can they? Have we?
He
No.
wrote something.
We've seen people have trouble dying.
I am not what I wish to be.
Maybe he wishes to be a fish man.
Or different life choices. I don't think it was Fishman.
No?
I'm not going to lead too far into it yet, but
I'm
considering
thinking of Innsmouth. My bad.
I think you've been spending too much time in the dreamland.
You've been thinking of Abe Froman.
so let's get lodging. Should we get lodging and then go to the
Yeah.
museum?
In the warmest.
Yeah, it is so cold.
It is very cold.
It is so cold.
Yeah. You shouldn't stay in this for long.
So there are the porter recommends the Hotel Central. He judges your
Tuxedo.
financial. He sees the tuxedo and he's like, oh,
Okay, second best. One below that.
One underneath.
oh,
This is just my traveling
This
tux.
is a small, this is not a big place. Let's go to the best one.
Okay, we can go to the best one.
Is the best one affordable?
not for me. The Hotel Central.
I think we'll be fine then.
Okay. Was that mean? I don't know.
Don't read into it.
He will have your luggage
What did I say?
sent to the Hotel Central. And you are able to book your standard, it doesn't really exist, suite of rooms with a foyer.
Oh, I love that.
We love a good.
We like when they tear down a room.
We love the dorm house suite.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sophomore year at the college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shared bathroom.
So, Erna like layers. She's like, I didn't put enough layers of clothing on for this weather.
Just waddling.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, she looks like a penguin when she comes out.
I wear 4 tuxes.
As you are checking
Flannel
in,
tux.
the guy at the desk is yawning. He looks very tired. And you've noticed several people around town look tired.
I'm gonna start yawning.
Hello, we'd like to.
But of course,
We'd like a fictitious room, please.
how many do you want to book one night? Do you want to book?
I mean, let's be real.
We're going to be here a little while.
I mean, it's usually three. It's usually three.
3.
Rule of three.
3 with the option to extend.
Of course.
Is this the busy season?
No. It's we have definitely this space. So 4 of you for 3 nights, $20 pro. So $80 American.
Done.
Okay.
It's on me.
Oh, not on Dr. Smith today.
Well, if we're going to be manipulating my father in any way, I think that opening up
Manipulating.
opening up our previous arrangement to be somewhat more standard, with the full knowledge that we're using him rather than relying on him.
All right.
So
Dr. Smith will be emergency fund.
Yes, I am not as worried anymore. Okay, but I still am down $163.05 out of my $3,000 on hand.
3,000 on hand. Don't you have like 12,000 now or something?
Yeah, what about the...
I didn't
I
write
gave
that
you
down.
10,000, didn't I?
Yeah, I updated. He gave you a bunch.
Did you lose that money? It's like,
We need to deposit that somewhere.
What is money?
It was in my other shoe.
My other $10,000 shoe. Each shoe's $10,000. By themselves.
So you have you have by the time you get situated and everything, it's lunchtime. You have a lovely lunch in Trieste.
I drink a lot of hot tea.
Yeah. You notice that many of the
Tea and
streets
biscuits.
have a guardrail. Essentially, there is a chain that runs along the street that people will hold on to hold on during the wind.
Wow.
Erna like situates herself between Reggie and Rudy,
By the way,
so
is
she has
true.
like
They still have them.
a guard.
because the thing is, you've added so much wind resistance.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm like holding on to
You gotta grab on and pull your arm.
She kind of just hits like a sail. Boom.
I'm going to ask the front desk guy, is the winds here particularly difficult this season?
Oh, no, Deborah is always Deborah. In winter, it's always cold. It blows very hard. But on the plus side, it blows the wind through. The weather passes very quickly. So we don't get a lot of snow. We don't get that sort of thing.
Just deadly winds.
Just, yeah, very cold wind.
And has there been any outside presences at the hotel with a particularly colored shirt? Brown shirts. Are there any brown shirts?
Oh,
Or black shirts? Which one are we? Italy?
Yes, brown.
Brown.
you're asking about fascists.
I'm asking about fashions.
It's very sneaky.
Have there been any fascists here?
Erna looks very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because we're totally on board. Maybe we should go.
We are proud Italians here.
Wonderful. Same here. Good to know. Thank you.
When we
Clearly
go
not
outside,
Italians. We're not Italians.
when we go outside, I'm like, Reggie, we have to be careful about who we bring that up with.
Oh, I just figured he was a local guy, so he would be.
He might be a fascist too.
What's the deal with
We're outside of the limits.
Yeah, it was only Rome.
Or Venice.
Venice.
Yeah, Venice.
Yeah, it's only Venice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fascists with guns.
But only in Venice.
And only in
Venice.
Venice. Monkey's paw.
This guy, so the guy from Venice comes in and he's like, wait a minute!
How'd you get out?
Hold on a
I haven't seen you in days!
They all died.
We have to be careful about who we bring this up with. I mean, you are protected.
Why
to
did
an
you
extent.
even ask?
So that we could be on our guard if there was like a group around. I don't
Could
know.
just be on our guard.
Okay.
Just be careful.
Okay.
If you bring this up, they'll pay attention to us.
That makes sense. What are you writing down?
Quotes.
I hope it's a quote.
Ask
What are you
nice
writing
things that
down,
we
God?
say.
Stop writing, God.
God,
I did.
God is dead.
Only Ezra.
Long live God.
So, what, would you like to... they'll give you directions to the museum.
I mean, that's our only lead right now.
Yeah.
So let's go.
All right,
As we're walking, we really do need to figure out the scroll and what we're going to do before we get more of these pieces. We can't just keep rushing into getting more of these pieces, especially I point to like the air, like squeak, squeak, squeak,
Yeah.
Now I don't know what's going on.
squeak, squeak, squeak.
Nope.
It's bats.
Bats.
Oh, the vampire. Vampire.
Oh, we did confirm that that's a thing. Okay, well, yes.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Yeah, I didn't.
Is squeak, squeak, squeak code for vampire now?
Code for vampire.
Okay.
Everyone knows that.
Could have been
Everyone
a
got
mouse
it.
the
or
international symbol.
Or a flying mouse. Could have been a flying
could have
mouse.
been a flying mouse.
We need to remember to tell Charlie.
Charlie will get it.
So
Charlie gets these things.
Charlie
Charlie
gets it.
gets it.
Charlie gets everything.
I miss Charlie.
Me too. Do we want to study instead of going to the museum?
I mean, I think it's fine to go to the museum now, but I don't think it's...
We should get a study session today.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So the museum is kind of in the middle of town. It closes at 4, so you'll have time to
Oh, good.
do some stuff. It is by the Cattedrale, and it's close to the medieval castello, what used to be the center of town, that is still a barrack. It's got a very large collection of Egyptian, Greek, and Roman curios and things like that. The city has been around since Roman times. It was It was formed by the Romans, called Tergeste, or probably Tergeste in Latin, if I remember my meager.
What's the Catedralia, what you said?
That's a cathedral.
Oh, okay, cool.
Cattedrale San Giusto, St. Joseph's in.
English?
Yeah.
And English? We're from America. Oh my God, English.
When you mention Winkleman, they will direct you to the Giardino Lapidario, the sculpture garden, outside.
Oh, outside. Oh, well.
Sculpture, you say?
We're dressed warmly.
Yeah, it would.
I'm dressed today warmly.
So this would be normally a very pleasant place to visit, but in this cold, it is
No, maybe
not
we should
at
come
all.
back in the summer.
Really enjoy this place.
The wind is just roaring between statues and pillars. There's no one here. And you find down, it's on a sloped hill. Down the hill, there is a replica Roman temple.
Huh.
Cool.
Cool.
And
All
there's
passes on the Greek
Das
statue.
ist sehr cool.
Yeah.
and it seems like there's some movement inside.
Oh. Johann?
I hope they speak a language that we speak. Hello?
Satan in Latin.
There seems to be a man huddled in inside with a bunch of cats.
Interesting.
Cats.
And
One way to stay warm.
The cats
Cover yourself
are
with
kind of
cats.
like sitting out of the elements, and the guy seems to be kind of doing the same. And he immediately like starts to. I mean, he immediately is getting away as soon as you, like, when you get close, he starts to run away.
So he doesn't work here, is what my takeaway is.
He's probably just
Yeah.
living here, maybe. What does he look like?
He
Has
looks
no skin.
like
You have to tell us if he has
And
no
huddles
skin.
with cats. I
Ezra,
don't
you
know.
have to tell us if he doesn't have any skin, okay?
I will bring that up.
Okay.
No skin on the arms. Could be Andre.
Ooh, what if it was Andre with his cat?
With his cats. We know
cats.
Andre
He's
loves
definitely-
cats.
So
That was established.
Andre.
as he flees, it becomes clear that he has no hands.
No skin
Wow, Andre's gone
on his
downhill.
hands because he has no hands.
Yeah.
And he runs off,
Oh,
kind of panicked that anybody noticed him. He takes off very quickly, not saying a word.
yeah.
Okay.
I throw a bat tracker on him.
Are you Batman? You have to tell us if you're Batman.
Oops. Did I not mention?
Yeah, he didn't.
I'm the Cape Crusader.
Everybody make me a spot hidden roll.
Got it.
Got it,
For
bud.
cats? Are we looking for a
cats?
particular cat?
Where the hell are the cats?
Hard success.
regular.
Nice.
Greg.
All right.
Hard success.
So with a hard success, there is, as you're approaching this Erzut's temple, there are friezes at the top that are, pieces of art. And one of them is something about the proportions is subtly wrong. It looks like a group of humans making offerings to a group of animal spirits. The animals are reptilian in nature, almost like Asian dragons, but with really big heads. And the humans, the part that is weird to you is that the human figures seem like they were drawn much older than the serpents and stuff. The art of them is worn and kind of eaten away, to that it looks like some of them are missing limbs, or they've sort of become misshapen, that sort of thing. Whereas
Lepers, maybe?
possibly, but the reptilian figures are well preserved and look like they were carved yesterday.
You point this out?
Yes.
Oh, fascinating.
Isn't that strange?
Could I do...
Make me a roll you don't want to make.
Sanity?
No, Cthulhu mythos.
Oh.
Well, I'll make it. I want
roll
to make
history
it.
Dragon people.
Let's see. My Cthulhu business
sorry,
has
lizard
been
people.
going on up. Let's see.
Oh!
I make it. I got a 5.
Hard success.
I mean, not hard.
Do you want to make Cthulhu
Check off
mythos rolls,
Cthulhu
or is
mythos.
that
Okay, I'll
bad?
check off Cthulhu.
I mean, you don't really.
Well, I did.
So there are a number of awful tales of cyclopean lizard beings in the mythos.
So, okay, I want to frame this because this is the first time I think in this campaign any of us have made a Cthulhu mythos roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is not knowledge that Erna knows because she's studied it. This is
right.
knowledge that Erna knows
So
from somewhere.
I repudiate much of H.P. Lovecraft and what he did.
Sure.
But something he described that I love is the sense of like your like genetic memory. This is something that just terrifies you on like a caveman basis when you see this and think about it.
It's like
Well, it's
instinctual.
almost like
Yeah.
hereditary memory
Yeah.
that, like, like you can pass on, like,
Yeah.
this is a studied thing with, like, animals, like, knowing things
Well, you
like
also
having an innate ability to know something.
You also saw tons of flashes of images from the Fez, right?
Yeah.
I did see him. Yeah, and I didn't comprehend those fully.
Yeah.
Yeah, this evokes that. The real challenge here, and the reason for a sanity roll, is that whoever made this art was working from a very real frame of reference.
They saw this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So make me a sand roll real
Okay, I'll
quick.
make a sand roll. I failed it. Not
All
by a lot.
right, you lose one.
Okay.
And yeah, that is. This was personal knowledge.
Okay.
Like
so,
Firsthand account.
Yeah.
what knowledge am I gaining again? Can you say it for me
So-
one more time?
Something about you feel like this person saw a giant dragon lizard thing,
Yeah.
and that whoever carved this, like, was able to depict it. So A survived, possibly served it, who knows, somehow. And the people that were bringing it offerings. So that definitely maybe speaks to some sort of cult.
I think that something that Erna would glom onto seeing it is that the dragons are well preserved and the people are not. Which would make her think the dragons were made more recently than the humans. But is this, I mean, I'm happy to make another roll for this too, but is this knowledge making her think that there is something else at play? That they are preserved for another reason?
Make me an archaeology roll.
Mm.
Use that argument.
Wheelhouse.
I failed. Can I make it?
Yes,
Can I
please.
make mine?
You know what? If there is a time, it's not accounting, but it's close enough.
It starts with an A.
It's just that.
And if you fail this, frickin' push it.
I made it.
All right. I mean, it seems unlikely that someone carved this later because they seem so recent.
And I'm getting this feeling of someone saw this.
Yes.
So the artist is
Yeah.
recounting from memory
Yeah.
something they saw.
It
Like a
more-
photograph in marble.
Right.
It more seems like they were trying to maybe convey the primacy of
Bless you.
the reptilian things versus the inadequacy, for lack of a better word that I can think of the humans.
This was an artistic choice?
Yes.
Okay, so they intentionally made
Yeah,
the dragons
yeah.
way more realized than
Yes.
the humans. Okay,
Yeah, the
it's
humans-
not supernatural
Yeah.
reasoning.
The
Okay.
humans are not only in a subservient view, but they're also in a less defined, like
Yeah,
they are
they're-
just sort of background.
Sort of crudely
Yeah.
made.
And that's all. So it rings the outside of the temple. You also, because you made a very good roll, I'll tell you, the serpent, whatever this thing is in water, but it also appears to be underground.
Guarded by unicorns.
It's
There's no unicorns.
There are unicorns.
Not
There are
here.
you don't know that.
Erna, like,
You've met a unicorn.
and she stops like bundling up as she has been and sort of like relaxes and looks at it. Says that.
What do your bookish eyes see?
Someone didn't write that down.
You've got an academic glaze about you.
I have a sense it was all made at the same time, carved by the same artist, and they saw this. They truly saw this and were recounting it,
And you say they look like they're underground.
but also in the water. I don't see anything about unicorns.
I think maybe we ask if there's any underground lakes in the cave system that are known,
And watch out for dragons.
and watch out for reptilian dragons.
Wait. If we're watching out for reptilian dragons, why are we gonna go look for where reptilian dragons could be?
This is the only clue we have so far, but we haven't gone inside
We
yet.
go to the museum, yeah.
We haven't gone in the temple, right?
It arouses my curiosity is all.
Dragons?
Yes.
Well,
You know, I didn't fully lie about my adventuring curiosities. I did read Jules Verne and I did King Arthur and all that. So
reading that's fine.
but I'm
But you're
interested
still
in,
alive,
I'm
so I know you
interested
haven't
in-
done
I'm
things like
interested
this.
in pursuing it. It wasn't all a ruse, is what I'm trying.
Oh,
to
did you
say.
actually want to join the society?
Not really, but more that having a good ripping time. There's
We've been having a good ripping time.
and agreed.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying,
Too much of a good ripping time.
what I'm saying
been
is that I am motivated by other things besides practicality.
And unicorns will just straight up impale you.
Yes, I don't believe
right
you.
through the
I didn't
chest.
see them.
They are violent,
Unicorns
They
are
are fast.
beautiful creatures of myth.
beautiful killing machines.
Aren't they goats?
Not of myth. They are goats.
See, that I would have to see to believe.
They have that same disregard for human life that goats have.
Erna's gonna walk past them into the temple.
All right, the cats care far less for your presence than whoever that man was.
Oh, I miss Blackjack.
No.
The inside is dark, and after your eyes adjust, there is a sarcophagus on a marble base. Atop the sarcophagus is a reclining figure, winged and holding a medallion with a man's head and profile.
Whoa.
On the side of the sarcophagus is a Latin inscription which has been recently Italianicized. So in Latin, it says Ioanni Winkelmano, and the O has been added on later on. His date of death,
his
June 8th,
fucking name.
1768. And he was, yeah, this is apparently his burial ground. He was, you get the dates, you get the date of his death, June 8th, 1768. And once again, the sculpture, the figure on his sarcophagus, the angel is kind of featureless, but the medallion is like super, like you can see the face, you can see everything.
Does learned people, does that medallion have any historical significance to you?
I'll go in and have a look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, could
Go
we
on, Betty, you
identify? Yeah, could we identify like the coinage or where it's from potentially?
Sure, yeah. Let's see here.
You want us to roll for it, or do we just know?
I'm gonna roll.
Sure, give me a roll.
Oh. Ugh. Ew. Doesn't matter what I rolled. It didn't make it.
I'll roll after I hear what I'm rolling
Yeah.
for.
You take all the fun out of it. all the adventure that Reggie's looking
The
for.
adventure. I think it's still adventurous.
Underground lakes. That sounds cool.
Yeah, except when there's monsters in them.
They were pretty cool.
Maybe the dragons are nice.
Wait, the DM just said they were pretty cool. They do exist.
No, the underground caverns.
Underground lakes exist, yes.
Yeah, we went to an underground lake. I have been on a boat in an underground lake. It was very
That
cool.
is cool. That is cool.
Let's see here. I'm trying to see if there's some detail about the medallion.
I mean, the fact that it's all carved up makes me think it's interesting. But maybe
Sharp relief.
sharp.
Sharp.
It is interesting if this is the same artist. He's choosing to define certain things and not others.
Well,
Makes me feel like,
Ooh, that's what I want to do.
What's that?
oh, fine art.
Fine art roll. See if
Okay,
it's the
make
same
fine
person.
art. That's a great roll. Make me an archaeology roll to
Okay.
recognize what the.
I'll make a tux roll that I'm wearing.
Not good.
How well am I
do
wearing
know.
it?
O2 on the
Wearing
fine.
it middlingly well.
All right.
O2 on the fine art.
It is not. This is
Oh?
the previous stuff. What? Which one's more interesting to you?
I think that they'd be the same would be more interesting.
Okay, yeah, it is the same artist.
So they just put him
So the's
in a
huge
tomb.
significance in this All I know is that if there's significance there's significance in what he did here as well.
Yeah, he's choosing to define certain things.
So
I
who'd they
did get
kick
it.
out of the sarcophagus to put him in?
No, the artist, not Johann Winkelmann.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If there's an ancient person who made this...
Well,
Oh, it's not
But
ancient.
no, it's not
this is
ancient.
Right,
Yeah.
oh, it's a
It's from 17, from the 17.
Replica.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is not a Roman temple.
So then the artist who made the replica saw these things for real, or the original artist that he's replicating saw these monsters for real?
Hard to tell if someone gave them instructions to do it as well, like it was passed along from another source.
It was from a first-person account.
Right, but is it the replicator?
Oh, well, if you say it's first person, then it's not
The original...
the person who did the replica saw these things and did these things.
So those things didn't happen here.
Or they did. The artist who...
So the original structure was here as well.
The replica was made by a person. It does not necessarily mean that every part of it is from the original.
Gotcha.
At least... This
Yeah, I
is
do
the-
cute little stuff on my pottery all the time. It's fun.
Little embellishments
Yeah,
and things.
yeah.
Uncle Woody is a very good artist.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
Yeah.
Look at those hands.
You,
Hands of an artist.
you made your archaeology
yeah.
roll. This is the head of someone you've never seen before.
Oh.
It looks like maybe a Roman coin.
Yeah, that would make sense. But I don't know the person.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Walt Disney.
I mean, he's a person. Yeah. I've heard of him. Yeah, Walt Disney.
So you could probably, you could go to the library. You could
Yeah, I
check
might do
in the
like a rubbing
museum.
of
Yeah, you
the
could.
coin.
Yeah, you could go. Perhaps in the museum, they could give you some more information about the artist.
Is there anybody else buried here?
No, this is the only person buried here.
So they made this whole replica for this one man.
Just for one.
He's the grandfather of modern archaeology.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Pretty, yeah.
I'm not the grandfather of anything.
And his life was a lie or
yes.
something, or he's doing the wrong thing with his life, or what did he? What?
Probably because he wasn't Christian, right?
Oh,
Wasted his time
yeah.
serving God.
So, and that's all that's in the temple that is of note?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't opened the sarcophagus yet.
Yes. I didn't bring my crowbar.
Yeah. That's a nighttime activity.
That's a nighttime. That's for Betty Buys.
Once the wind is really going.
We say jokingly.
Knowing we'll never have
One
to
of-
go in there for
One of
real.
the cats just gives you a
I don't think we haven't robbed a grave yet, have we?
No.
Not in this game.
Not in this game.
Not in
Right.
this game.
Let's keep it up.
Guy still Mexico City.
Oh, maybe we rob somebody in the Dreamlands. We rob Blackjack's grave.
What?
Who knows? Who knows?
Wow.
Oh.
Wow, the cats look at you.
Yeah,
disapproving.
Yeah.
Do we get any like weird demon bunny vibes off of these cats?
Do we get any? Yeah. Are any of them leaking?
None of the cat. Well, I mean, no more than cats do.
I try and turn into a cat. I use manifestation.
All right,
I try
make
and turn.
me a roll.
No.
Yeah, no, nothing happens.
No, we should be watching what we say around these cats.
For real?
For real.
I was half joking,
No.
but half very serious.
I mean, the things you've seen, Uncle Woody, it was only in your visions, right?
We should be careful what we say around these cats.
Okay, let's
You're-
walk away.
I think I've
hate
been
goats?
desensitized by
Like,
the Dreamland.
as soon as
I'm
you
used to talking cats being around, and I'm like, oh.
As soon as you say that, a cat will get up and just come rub against your leg.
Yeah, I know. It knows. I know. It knows. It knows. I know.
It's probably just sensing your discomfort and likes you for that reason.
No.
I stoop down and I'm like, are you a demon bunny? Are you a little demon bunny? Yes, yes you are. Scritch, scritch, scritch. Hey Rudy, this one told me it was a demon bunny.
They're not. No, cats and bunnies are different.
They also said that they're best friends with a goat unicorn. They said that to me.
You're a piece of shit. I walk away.
Oh, I made him cross.
Yeah.
You did.
Well, not hard to
I mean,
do.
you shouldn't belittle the things he's seen.
I'm just it means I like him.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. All right. Well, we can go into the museum and ask.
All right. Yeah, they will point you to some info that they'll bring you a couple books
Oh, good.
and they'll show you to the reading room.
And I can ask for the curator?
Yeah. You have the name. So you'll get that, which we'll deal with in a minute. And the curator will say, "Oh yes, you were. I have. You were mentioned to me by our colleague."
I heard you might have bought some pieces. One of them is one that I'm hoping to track down and get some information on.
Oh, okay. How can I help? What is this piece?
It's probably
A leg,
arm or a
an
leg,
arm, or a head.
or a head. Yeah.
So it's a statuary.
Yeah, and I can do like a decent sketch based off of what I can't do the head, but like we've seen the leg. No, I don't think we got a good look at the leg.
Do you have what kind of? Make me an art roll of
Fine
some
art?
sort. Yeah, fine art.
I have a chance. Oh, 1.
Wow.
Oh, Cody, this is beautiful.
This was my major.
What can I say?
He
I made
shudders.
this.
Like you show him this drawing, and he's like, "I do not wish to see that. It's very disturbing."
And is that the look of someone who's seen it before, or is that just
No,
someone
that's the
who's
look
like,
of someone who you drew that a little too well.
Yeah.
Like that's gross.
very good?
It's a leg made up of little legs.
Teensy legs. And if I could get more detailed,
No,
let me do a
I
close-up.
didn't know.
No
get
more.
This guy gets Cthulhu me so after this conversation.
He made his sanity roll.
Okay.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Why?
And they interlock like this.
I've not seen anything like this.
No, don't have any records of anything.
No.
Like
And why
that?
is it blue?
I didn't choose the color.
Is that paint?
I think it's the kind of stone it was used. I don't know. It's a very unique piece.
Awful. I've never seen anything like this.
You don't have it. And I give him the time period. Are you sure nothing? Because we think it was sold around this.
No, this is not the. That time period was a curious one because of Napoleon and all that.
Go back to France. Ugh.
No.
But
We have all that information though. We know if it was the journal that we had, was that
Yeah.
from here?
yes. If perhaps you go to the library and he gives you a name at the library, he gives you a name at the library.
Cool.
And he says, you speak to this man, you ask him for the Napoleonic papers. Maybe you find something useful in there.
Okay.
But please, do not show him this drawing. This is terrible.
I show her and Reggie like.
Oh, good job. Wow. Yes. It makes me want to hurl.
It's awful.
But art, it should elicit a response,
Yeah,
right?
that's the whole
Not
point.
all of it should be beautiful.
I
It
think
should
it's
be-
bad. I think it's bad too. It feels bad.
That
Don't
is not-
believe in unicorns.
That is not art. That is.
I think you
No, that
did
is
a really
art.
good job. I
Thank
think you
you.
did a really good job.
Thank you.
I think it's really. It makes me feel really bad to look at.
It's fine art.
But it looks really good.
I actually keep these. I'm careful not to fold it or anything. I keep this all nice. And I'm very. I haven't
Sign
done this
it.
well in a long time.
Yeah.
This-
Really good.
where can I get this frame?
Yeah.
I'm
This is getting hung up in my bathroom when I go home.
For everyone to feel ill.
Somebody's peeing. Oh, what?
I'm impressed.
Erna, do us a favor and read us the life story of Johann Winkelmann.
Johann Joachim Winkelmann, born 9th of December 1717 at Stendal in Prussia. He died 8th of June 1768 in Trieste. The son of a cobbler, Winkelmann's formative years were strongly influenced by a study of Greek, particularly the works of Homer. He studied theology at the University of Hull in 1738 and medicine at the University of Jena from 1741 to 1742. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing any locations here. His interest in Greek art may be dated from 1748, when he worked as librarian to Count von Bernau. His first work in this area, Reflections on the Painting and Sculpture of the Greeks, was published in 1755 and translated into several languages. He became Library of the Vatican and moved from his native Germany to Rome. It was during a trip to visit his home in Stendal that Winkelmann was murdered after unexpectedly turning back for Rome at Regensburg. He wrote to friends, "I am not what I would wish to be," and mentioned a melancholy which had overtaken him. Winkelmann's traveling companion, an art dealer named Cavachepi, or that's a decent Italian, actually, and insisted that at least they should go to Vienna, but there Winkelmann abandoned his companion and headed for Trieste. There he met a man named Francesco Arcangeli, a thief who worked as a cook and pimp. Oh dear.
Very detailed.
That's very specific.
Very detailed history.
Oh! Ernest
Why was he a
laughing
thief?
her
You have
blouse.
so much, so many layers on.
Why was he not a cook who worked as a thief and a pimp?
Because
Or why a pimp who worked as a cook and a thief?
his main money came from thievery,
I see.
but he moonlighted as a pimp,
It was
and
his,
then
and his passion was cooking.
he really made a good crep.
Aha.
A crepe. Yeah, Ernest's sweating.
He was a crap.
What a crap!
Arcangeli
Da-da-da-da-da.
Arcangeli had first strangled and then fatally stabbed Winkelmann, apparently during an attempt
God.
to steal a number of medals carried by Winkelmann. Arcangeli was arrested and later executed by being broken on a wheel outside the hotel where the murder was committed. Winkelmann had time to make a will before he expired, in which he left most of his possessions to a waiter at the Locanda Grande, the hotel at which he stayed. The medallions eventually went to the Museo d'Arte, which all of Winkelmann's papers, including a personal diary, were sold at auction to one Giovanni Termona, a local historian. Winkelmann was buried in the cathedral, I'm not going to say it, a churchyard. This was later moved, and the Giandaro Lapidario was created on its site. The cenotaph erected to Winkelmann in the garden dates from several years after his death. A picture of Winkelmann is also found, a reproduction of an old painting by his friend Anton Raphael Banks, made in 1771.
Yeah.
Did you get all that?
Strangled and stabbed, then made a will.
Lots of leads here. Well, he must have known perhaps that his life was at stake. Or perhaps he was...
Yeah, a lot of leads. I would say
A lot
that
of leads.
the diary might be a good one to track down. Giovanni Tremona?
Lapidario. No.
No, Termona.
Tamona.
Yeah, there's two there's Giordani. Anyway, Giovanni Termona. Yes.
Finding the,
Giordano is garden in Italian.
Cool.
So the Giordano Lapidarno is a garden of ancient statues.
Oh, cool. Where we just
Where
were.
you just were.
Yes.
so I feel like
It
that
did
might-
mention that the medallions are in the actual museum you're in right now.
Oh, cool. So we could look at the medallions, and that medallion was well rendered.
See if it matches any
Yeah.
of the...
Mhm.
Yeah, we could ask about that, and then it might be interesting to check up on this veil as well. But perhaps medallions first.
Oh, and talk to the waiter who
That's true. That's
inherited the whole thing.
hotel.
Well,
I mean,
the
the waiter's
waiter's
probably
long
dead.
dead.
Oh, sorry.
Very good.
Unless he's not.
He's presumed long dead.
We'll just go find him in the Dreamlands.
And who did he leave all his things to? Another waiter!
Oh. Okay, I guess we ask about the medallions?
All right, yeah, the curator will take you to a wooden case in that's on display in the museum with 7 golden medallions, 4 in one row, 3 in a second row. Only one side of each medallion is visible. They depict a variety of historical scenes, the sacking of Troy, or famous historical personalities. Everybody make me a spot hidden roll.
You got
Spin.
While you're doing that,
Can we ask them to like flip over the coins? Would they be able to, if they were handling it, show us the other? Whoo!
Oh, roll
It's
hot.
cocked, but I say 98. I say leave it on that 8.
Not rolling hot.
okay.
You see nothing.
Okay,
There's a
so
bug.
you both know. You all three notice that there was a little worn spot where there was an 8th medallion in this case.
Someone ate it.
Ate the eight.
My luck
You-
silver.
Auspicious.
You ask if he can turn the medallions over, and he says, no, the Termona family, one of the articles of the sale was that only these sides of the medallions would be depicted.
What?
That is oddly specific.
It's very strange.
And so it is.
Okay.
Is there any living members of the Tremona family?
Oh, see, there are, yes. The Termonas are well known in this town. Antonio is
Antonio.
Yeah, I know. We know an Antonio. Can't trust them.
Antonio Termona has a villa he'll give you an address. I mean, everybody knows his address, but he is a very well known in town as a translator and as a historian.
What does he translate?
Mostly from Latin or Greek into Italian.
I'm looking at the one that was there's the spot. Is there any way to tell like if there was just even a face in the imprintation, like if it had a soft like felt that could
a good
have
question.
pushed in over time, just to know if it.
It does kind of seem that way, yes.
Okay.
It seems like there may have been a last medallion here. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, if there was, it is before my time. We acquired these in 1910. There has been a war since then, perhaps. That was
Can I do a psychology roll?
sure.
Oh my god. Dane, you can't keep doing this.
What'd you do?
I'm very good at
Are you
hundreds.
Are you asking?
Oh!
Is there another fascist question?
No, I'm just wondering if he's
What
lying.
do you believe that he?
This guy is
now?
lying to you, no question.
We'd really like to know where that 8th one is. Here's
so would
20
I.
American dollars.
Well, your donation is greatly appreciated. The
know something, I
the
just know it.
museum feels very good about this, but sadly, there are 7 medallions.
I turn and walk away in a
I'm gonna go with Reggie.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Did I say something wrong?
No, you're
Fucker knows what
you're
the
doing
last one is.
a great job.
the other
He's
side
hiding
from
the
us.
other sides from us.
You're doing a great job. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
I bet he's a fascist. I bet you he's a fascist.
You think we should do something?
We should probably kill him with a knife. Send his parts to my father.
Wow, this
Wait.
As I'm walking away.
you actually said
they're like,
Under my
this is
breath.
one hell of a comment card.
You should be chopped up and sent to a rail magnate.
After giving a $20 donation.
And I want my 20.
Mixed signals. Reggie's whole thing. They call him Reggie Mixed Signals Sterling.
Oh my god. Okay, well, we got another name. Thank you for your time, sir. I very specifically talked to them as they were.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to cover up.
You know, before this game, I never rolled hundreds. Like, I've never rolled hundreds before.
Yeah, you've
That's
been rolling
pretty
them.
good.
I-
rolling
this is probably my 5th or 6th hundred.
You've been, yeah, they've been coming,
The dice want
and they
what
won't
the dice
stop coming.
want.
Yeah, you do. Good dice.
Good dice.
First dice.
Okay, we've been rolling spicy tonight. So
Save all our rolls for translation checks now.
yeah,
On the scroll.
do it. Yeah, do we want to go home? I mean, not home.
Or find an accountant to tell me about how much money I have.
Maybe you should deposit it somewhere.
I have a little
So
account.
you don't have all of it on your person.
Is there a bank?
Yeah, you can go to a bank. I mean,
The problem is, do you want to deposit it in an Italian bank?
Ooh, put in the hands of the
You
bastards.
just told me to
I
do it.
know, but okay. If we were in Switzerland, I'd say no question. deposit all that money. We are known for our banks.
Great. I'll keep it on me then.
I mean,
You know what? Both of you just tell me what to do with my money at any given point,
make
and
me a-
I'll do it.
Invest
me a
in
luck-
statuary.
Reggie, make me a luck roll.
Oh! Why?
I don't know. Maybe he stole your money.
Oh, good.
Okay. Everything's fine.
Jesus Christ.
The things
don't
wouldn't have, things
stab
would not
yourself.
have been fine.
Perhaps we should spread the money out. But I don't want to carry all that money
I'm
on
just
me.
like holding wads of cash. What do I do? What do I do?
Invest! Cocaine.
What?
I'm
No,
not.
I'll do a listen roll.
It's been a.
What?
It's been a whole month. I'm not
Invest in
using.
statuary. Did you fail it?
No, I got it.
Oh.
Little stinker.
She knows you do cocaine.
Yeah, I'm bad a bit, and I threw it all away, and you're not getting
Threw it
any
all
more.
away. She said
Yeah,
you
you're
can't
not
have
getting
any
any more
more.
because you have a bad heart.
Oh, that's why. It's not a
I
moral
mean,
judgment.
it was medicine,
It was medicine.
I think.
Teeth are really hurting now.
Okay, well, we'll get you another type of medicine. So, okay. Do
I
you
hear
want...
absinthe great for teeth-related issues.
Yeah. What are all the bad medicines from the time period? Okay, yes. I mean,
Arsenic.
do we want to do some studying of the scrolls?
I think we need to figure out what
Oh yeah, I'm.
what we're
definitely-
doing with this before we.
If you want to do something else, Reggie, you don't have to hang out.
I love studying. I love books and reading them. It's the thing.
You know,
about-
you've lied so much about it that we can't really tell anymore when you're being
do you have
honest or
any?
not.
Do you have
Neither
any?
can I.
Do you have any Turkish or Arabic, Reggie?
No, I have 26 in French.
Which is not
Would you
bad.
like to learn some Turkish or Arabic?
Sure.
In this.
I'm sorry.
What better way?
With
This is not how to do it, but-
We're dunking you in the deep end, Reggie.
Let's go. I don't
All
go
right.
half measure.
You continue to work on the scroll of the Sedefkar
Yeah,
scrolls.
we get back and we get some hot cocoa.
I was thinking hot cocoa.
Yeah, hot cocoa.
And a little sword cane break.
Oh, sword cane.
We haven't done that
Yeah.
in a hotel. recently.
Is there any peppermint schnapps we can put in the hot cocoa?
But of course.
Yeah.
Oh, a little
not
bit.
bad.
Just a little bit.
Sure.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit more.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay, well, let's start with the scroll and then we can get to sword cane.
And sword cane.
And I'm there too.
I feel.
Hard success.
Okay.
The Arabic's coming along nicely. But doesn't make any sense without.
What?
Yeah. I second it. It's seconded.
I'm getting all of them today.
And then push the roll if you fail after that.
Okay, I will.
And then keep pushing.
That was cocked. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a horde.
Okay. So you
A
are
horde
now.
of.
Horde of torque.
You are now substantially through the scroll. You figure that you are, I don't know, 3/4 of the way
Okay.
through the scroll.
How much of it's making sense though?
Almost none of it.
Yeah.
It feels like the last part of it will be sort of the
clincher.
part that
He keeps going over his breakfast again and again.
We know it's high in fiber, okay?
Which I.
And I thought maybe with the context of the Devil Simulator, more of this might coalesce for me, but
Oh, it's so frustrating.
aren't you going to do a roll? See how you're picking up on this? I think you have to roll a 1. Oh, you want a 5? Can we get a little bit of Turkish or Arabic or a little bit of something?
Just give me something.
I will give
me a little
you
bit of something.
1 point in either Turkish or Arabic, your choice.
Turkish.
Yeah.
Oh, you're missing out.
Okay.
So now you're at a 2.
Yeah? Because everything
Because you
starts at
started to
1?
run, yeah.
Turk.
There's about the time the sword caning was supposed to begin,
Yeah, I was
there's a
excited
knock
about that.
on your door.
Hello?
Is it a fascist? I run them through. Okay, go on.
I open the door.
There is a young Turkish man there.
Oh,
I say hello in Turkish.
do I recognize him?
You do.
Oh God, Google Doc. What's his name? Ahmed. I
Yes.
didn't need it.
It is Ahmed,
Ahmed.
the Turkish diplomat
Yeah.
from Lausanne.
Yes. Oh, I was just teaching your beautiful language to my friend here.
I say hello in Turkish.
hello.
That's probably what you got.
That's it.
Yeah.
It was, my delegation is returning to Istanbul, and they mentioned that some curious Westerners were here, and
Oh, they were talking about us. I
Oh, they were
imagine.
talking about us.
and I mentioned that I knew you, and they said that I could come up and hello, Miss Klein.
Yes, hello, Ahmed. Come in.
I poured
would
him
you like
some
hot
hot
cocoa and
cocoa
schnapps?
with a good amount of schnapps.
Would you like a little schnapps?
A little. It's fine. Yes.
Yes. Traditional in my home country.
He's fine.
His cheeks are ruddy.
Aw, Ahmed, sit down. How has your trip back to Turkey been going?
We were in Lausanne for some time. The negotiations were very complicated,
Yes.
but our work is mostly done. Now we return with the agreement to be approved by our government.
Oh. Are you worried about that?
No, I think it's a fair agreement that will
good
help
to hear.
our country move forward and lead us with our leaders, with Ataturk's blessings, will lead us into a new era for Turkey.
Wow.
I hope so.
Impressive.
Yes. And it is impressive that
We must not look back to our Ottoman failings. We must look ahead to our Turkish rebirth.
Well said.
I mean, this has been a time of turmoil for so many, and we must.
Yes, we are a little worried about the train. We leave tomorrow. We are a little worried about the train journey because we are going to be traveling through former Ottoman holdings. They will not take kindly. We probably will not leave the train. This is our last night in a hotel before.
Where are you having dinner? We should get together for dinner.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Yes.
We have no plans, but myself, I would be very happy to dine with you.
Oh, wonderful.
Lovely.
Let's have dinner.
Where are we going?
Here. Let's have dinner here.
Yes, I mean the hotel
There's a-
probably
yeah,
has
there's
a
a nice
lovely. I mean,
restaurant,
this
yes.
is a nice hotel, so
Yeah,
they got the good.
Yeah, he's like, we're not staying at this hotel.
Oh, okay.
Well, we would love to have you.
You're very kind. I am not dressed for dinner, so I must return.
Oh, of course.
But
Later. Say 7.
Wait, what's his Ahmed's size?
he's quite small.
Oh, okay. But he might fit in.
One of your tuxedos that I've gotten you.
Was it Charlie? But Charlie ruined his one nice.
He's not. He's.
And I also,
he's got
Charlie's
a-
not here to ask.
Yeah,
so
he's
I
got
don't-
a 50 size,
Oh, well, okay.
so he's not that small.
Yeah.
He's.
I'm a 55. He could maybe fit in my.
Yeah. Just roll the
I
sleeves.
have.
No, yes,
I
we'll see you later.
Do
Yes.
not think I could wear such fine clothes.
No, they're not that great.
I mean, okay,
These aren't my good
he's
clothes,
not saying the
is
truth,
what I'm saying.
but everyone is capable.
I have better clothes at home, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, okay, Reggie, we don't
These
need
are my
to, we
traveling
don't need to hear that.
tuxedos.
You're not helping.
And this one I've been wearing for a while.
I've been wearing this one a while. This is my traveling tuxedo.
Yes, but
8 o'clock.
that sounds lovely.
8 o'clock, yes.
I look forward to seeing you again, Miss Klein.
Yes, thank you, Ahmed.
I think he maybe wants to have. Oh, is he gone?
Yes.
I think he maybe wants to have dinner just with you.
What?
No.
No.
That wouldn't.
No,
Oh, come on.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not wearing a harem girl outfit.
That doesn't change the fact that
I had just a little more schnapps. There's a little bit more.
that doesn't change the fact that you were the one in the outfit. So,
Well, he didn't see me in it.
and yet
Boy,
he
if he
still
had.
was very.
Oh,
just
I
see-
don't
he just-
think so. I don't think
He said
so.
goodbye to everyone, and then he said goodbye to you specifically.
Oh, I don't think.
I won't tell Charlie. I'm just saying.
What?
Why would that be a problem?
Gee, I
I
wouldn't.
wish Ren was here.
No idea.
I know. I wish too.
So where Charlie spits out his.
Erna's clamming up, but you might not notice that she clams up, especially that because she's clamming up with this whole conversation.
I just roll my eyes and take a straight swig of schnapps.
This is when Antonio should show up
Be like,
and distract me with pasta motions.
There is a second knock,
oh,
but this is on your balcony door.
oh, uh-oh.
If this person doesn't have skin, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Hello? Through the door.
Hello.
Oh, it's the vampire.
The vamp.
You know, don't sit.
you're not
No,
allowed
you
in.
cannot come in.
It doesn't matter.
What? It's not those rules.
I make sure it's locked.
I have a gift for you.
Leave it
Oh,
outside.
if it's a skinless person, I don't want it.
How much skin does it have?
Or a dead body. I don't want any dead body.
It has no skin.
Is it alive?
After a fashion.
Is it
If
supposed
you, okay,
to be alive?
just so you know, if you want us to do what we are doing, the fact that you keep putting corpses around us is not helping our cause.
Is it the Turkish boy?
Don't you? No.
What turn?
No, don't give him ideas.
It is. No, it is the leg of the ZF simulacrum.
What?
What?
Leave it
I open the
outside.
door.
You open the door. Yeah, on the ground is the leg.
Why are you giving it to us?
Because you are far better suited to protect it than I am.
What? Why?
May I come in?
No.
No.
But I'm standing out here in the cold.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Cold must
boo-boo.
bother you so
We are
much.
not aligned.
Oh, but we are.
You've aligned yourself to us. We are not aligned to you.
You could be.
Yeah, understood. Not happening.
Is this the leg that from before? Is this a different?
No,
Like-
this is the leg that he got in the
That you hit him with.
yeah.
The one that like we had to suffer so that he was going to take, and now he's just going to give it to us. Like,
Why did you try so hard to get it before? Why didn't you just let us have it?
Because I didn't think you were going to survive.
Oh.
Just as long as we know how to love,
No, we
I
didn't.
know we'll stay alive.
I don't know what that means.
You should be a Leo assist, Reggie.
What do you mean?
no, you should stop it.
I am giving you what you want.
Yeah, and that makes us very suspect, Meravac. I mean, Fenalik.
I've not been called either of those names in quite some
It is him.
Huh. Well, you have been doing your reading.
As I am wont to do.
Yeah, we're readers. We all love reading here.
Since we are
Like
so
books and things?
acquainted.
No, you can't come in.
No, you can't come in.
What are your goals?
Yeah, what are your
You
goals?
just want it for power?
Yeah.
Your own power?
Yes.
You want your armor back or whatever it is?
This statue makes me invincible. This statue allows me to walk unimpeded in the day, in the night, whenever. This statue allows me to go wherever I want, whenever. This statue is my freedom.
Didn't really do much for Sedefkar himself, did it?
I wouldn't know.
And you're not free now?
I'm not. I am cursed. This statue takes away my eternal hunger.
Oh, you've been eating people?
Yes.
Gross. I don't know why I asked that. I knew the answer.
Well, didn't you know from before with the?
Well,
You know why I hit him, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Do you still know Andre?
Shut up.
I have known people throughout time.
Yes, he would be keeping up with you, wouldn't he? I'm just wondering. I'm kind of a fanboy.
We got really invested in his character.
Yeah, we really liked Andre for some reason.
Is he?
It's not important.
He was the one that idiot sired.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Yes, he's still around.
Oh, that's fun.
He has tried to kill
Just
me.
tear up my character sheet.
I'm like, right now.
Backup character. He's tried to kill me
you.
several times.
Oh, well, that's good for him.
He suffers from the same curse.
Of course.
But what he forgets every time is that his sire was my spawn.
Right. So you dying, he dies.
I control his blood.
Oh.
I have but to speak the word of power, and he does whatever I ask. The last time he tried to kill me, I had him dance for an hour. He amuses me.
He's a very good dancer.
His dance score is like 45, 50.
He is not.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh!
We should disagree.
Ass vampire.
I wish to give you this part of the Sedefkar simulacrum because you, some of you, and you have done something that I could not do. You have assimilated a part of the simulacrum. I have only known that it could be coalesced when it was complete. That's the only way I've been able to use its power.
Must like us more.
We're cooler.
Yeah.
You're trying too hard.
What of the serpent's blade?
That has been lost to time.
Good riddance, right?
It is the only way. It was, mythically speaking, the only item that could remove pieces of the simulacrum. But I believe it has not been seen since sometime around Constantinople, which apparently you've read about.
Books.
Yes.
Yes, I did. Then, I suppose for the moment, we'll take your gift. It is a gift, right? You don't expect anything in return.
I just need to be invited in.
You don't need
Why don't you leave it on the balcony?
Yeah, you can just leave it there.
It's far too valuable.
We're not
I'm gonna go get
inviting
like a broom handle.
We're not inviting a vampire in. That's
Last time I saw you, you tried to eat me.
Yeah.
you left us all for dead, so. And you kind of gloated about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's your want to do. We're not going to do things that you want because you.
You're doing everything I want.
Yeah, and
But
that's
not
very
because you
frustrating.
told
Yeah,
us
not
so.
because you told us. We're doing them because we want to.
Yeah.
Well, fine. I will leave this here. I have but one question. Do you plan on destroying the simulacrum?
If we can.
If you can't,
If we can't, we haven't
We'll
thought.
find ways.
Mhm.
We'll find
which
our
one
way.
of you seeks the ultimate power?
I suppose the answer could be me. Though why I'm answering.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Some looks.
That's an awesome, like, inadvertent. Reggie's like, well, you know,
Actually-
ultimate power. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, at one point I was, but not really anymore. So
Well then,
If only to suppress it.
of course. That's the only reason I want it as well.
oldest line in the book, right? Keep it away from people.
If I have it, it literally keeps me from eating people.
Right.
And you do nothing else with it.
Because you've got a history.
I
You have a history.
You got a history.
You got a history.
use it to enjoy myself.
At the expense of.
Many young women.
Great. Good for you. If you're trying to pitch us willingly giving you the
I
statue.
don't eat them. Again, when I have the statue, I don't need to eat them.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, if they
honestly,
ask,
that isn't bad. Okay.
It's only gentlemanly.
Oh, gentlemanly. Okay.
Generally, you know.
One of the advantages of being deflowered by a vampire is that there is absolutely no possibility.
I'm slowly closing the.
I'll just go then.
Well, if you want us to have the leg, you can leave it here.
We're shouting through the close.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
good.
close the door. He says, I will be watching.
Yeah, and don't leave any more dead bodies around us. It's not good for our look.
If only there were some way that I could be kept from my eternal hunger.
Yes,
Do you-
but
but you have
don't
to leave
need
the evidence,
them
like,
with
right around us?
If you want us to be getting these pieces for you, leaving dead bodies around us makes it so it's harder for us to do that.
We're getting a reputation.
Alternatively, it drives you to do it faster.
No.
Not really.
The last one was really annoying.
Are you the one taking the skin off of the people?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you through the door.
I opened the door. Are you the one?
Yes, he's the
Are you the
one.
one taking skin off
He's
people?
leaving the
No, but
skinless
but
bodies.
he's the one who eats, like,
Yeah,
drinks
okay.
people.
No, it's a
There's
good
not a lot of
question.
blood afterwards. It's obviously him.
I would be happy to answer that question.
You-
say
God.
from a comfortable chair.
I'm not inviting you,
You
in.
know the answer to
Click.
the question already.
I don't,
You
for
do.
sure.
It's
I don't know for sure.
90%.
We have questions.
sure.
We do have questions.
The answer may surprise you.
This clickbait son of a bitch.
Our YouTube like title screen should be like kind of like being like, "Do I skin people?"
red arrow and being like, I don't know. I'm a vampire, but do I eat skin? I don't know.
He doesn't eat it, he just leaves it hanging around.
That's true. He does leave it hanging around.
We've seen his work.
Yes,
Yeah, but we've
familiar
seen
with it.
The only direct. Well, look, we don't need to have this conversation with you. We'll figure it out for ourselves. We're smart. Just leave the
Again,
leg.
the door really impedes my hearing.
I don't care. Bye.
Then we're in not a lot of trouble because we're going to be behind some pretty thick doors and you're not going to be watching. So we got that going for us.
He says, I'll just leave you with this.
Thank you.
The Brotherhood of the Skin is here.
Oh.
In town.
Goodbye.
Bye.
There it goes.
Because maybe the Brotherhood of the Skin are the
Well,
ones
as long
getting
as we
people.
just don't ask them. Don't ask around for them. Don't ask around. If you
I closed the front door.
You're about to like follow the president.
I put down the receiver. Right. Have you seen any Brotherhood of the Skin in brown shirts?
go up there, yeah.
It's a twofer.
It's a two.
It's a fascist cult now.
Okay, I give it.
They would be.
I give it 30 seconds and then I grab the leg,
Yeah.
pull it in.
He's gone.
Okay.
Is the leg there?
Yeah, the leg is there.
Okay.
So who's gonna put the leg on?
Do we need to?
I want the head.
Well,
don't-
I
you can't be choosers.
I called dibs on the head.
Well, you
Nobody-
might not be there for the head. We're all in this together.
I think Charlie should have the legs.
I think so too, but Charlie's not here, right?
I don't think anybody should be. The only reason I was having second thoughts about this. I don't think it is good what we have done.
That's a very vague and open statement.
I do. No.
No,
but
assimilating to the statue. The only reason why I think maybe we should is to keep it from Fenwick. But Fenwick apparently can't assimilate to
not
it.
just
No,
to,
just customs.
not just to keep it from Fenwick, but it's a more efficient way of transport, if anything. But also, it keeps it from each other. It keeps it from being whole. And
Oh,
That-
interesting.
it cannot be completed if it's in each of us.
So I go, yeah, I'll get out my sword, get some blood ready for
does
Reggie.
Does it not?
You can have 2 pieces.
But has it not affected you having this in your body?
I feel great.
He just glows
You had a heart attack.
from the cocaine.
I haven't had to do cocaine for a long time.
The bell rang and it made us feel something. Was that not the cause of the heart attack? And then you did cocaine, which made it worse.
But I don't have to now.
Or not. This quest that we're on is requiring sacrifice
But not the bad
to
kind.
keep perhaps what I'm trying to say is that if we are to keep a world-ending artifact from ending the world, then a certain amount of personal autonomy may need to be.
Well, then let me do it.
But you already
have a
have.
I can have another one.
But right now
That
we're
defeats the purpose of what we're
We are
doing.
separated.
but it's more separated. Am I cutting my hand?
No.
No.
Because you need.
No.
But it shouldn't be your blood.
Well, it shouldn't be his blood.
And not on your palm. Charlie told me it's bad on your palm. You should do it on your arm.
Okay, I'll take the
Oh.
leg. I'll take the leg. But for symmetry, you should have both the arms. Just for aesthetics.
We don't need to. That's not.
You have the torso, then
So I
Charlie
should
should
have
the
the
head.
head.
No, Charlie should have the head.
He is smart.
Just a head and one leg.
See, that doesn't. See, that sounds
Oh, you can have
awful.
both legs. You have great legs.
I will take the leg. I'll take the leg. Give me the knife.
I feel like it's not your blood. You have to use someone else's blood. They want someone else's blood.
Does it?
What are you talking
Me?
about?
Why? We'll just try putting it
I
on
don't have
then.
to give it any blood.
Where's the leg?
It's just sitting there.
Yeah, on the floor, unceremoniously.
Yeah.
I mean, when I tuned to it, nobody else could see it. So this is.
I pick up the leg and I put it on a table.
Okay.
I do not cover my hands with cloth.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay?
I do want to mention though, like I did slug Fenwick with it. Our weapons were going through it. I slugged him with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
so
should
maybe
maybe save it as a club.
There is.
Well,
I think I could kick him then.
Well, the arm is
know if
still
that'll work,
the arm that I have is separate from me. I'm still connected to it, as far as I can tell. But
Yes. No, the Frenchman has it, doesn't he?
No.
I have it.
Oh, you have it in.
He
your
took my
possession.
dream on.
Yeah. She
So
has an
weird.
arm in a case that she.
I have an arm in a
right.
case that
Very
I could
efficient.
get it to point at a map. Something.
You could just put the leg in the case as well.
We could just do that,
Oh,
and nobody
boring.
attuned to it.
So I'm the only one keeping one of these safe.
I mean,
It does also help our problem of things coming
but
together.
what if you can separate from it?
So that's the next thing.
You popped yours out.
You pop.
I am going to pause us here because Ren is here. So we're going to go to break. And when we come back,
Ren's getting
instead,
a leg.
watching Thomas run back to the console. When we come back from break, Charlie will join us.
Yay!
So-
And take the leg so I can have the head.
It all worked out in the end.
So we'll be back just as soon as Ren can get all of how many 8 beverages that she's going to have in front of her. prepared.
Beverage Goblin's back.
We'll see you when we're back from break, internet friends. Welcome back, internet friends. Hello, podcast listeners. This is part 3 of 127 part miniseries.
888 million.
Podcast listeners know just to ignore us now.
Google Doc doesn't lie.
I've never lied about the number of episodes. Definitely not a running bit. Pop.
Welcome back to the table. Good to have Charlie back.
It's good to be back. My God, it's been a long 2.5 weeks without all of you.
So we've attached the leg to Charlie.
No, we haven't. No, we haven't. No, we haven't.
Thank you.
Too tired for that.
Just taped on.
We were discussing.
Maybe we could skip
We were
that and
discussing
just-
what to do with the leg.
Yeah.
Because Fenwick gave it back to
But
us.
we're gonna start.
Really?
Yeah,
Yep.
just now.
Oh my.
We're
Be
gonna
surprised we're still alive.
We're gonna start very
Oh, right.
quickly with
We have a conversation.
so
now.
That's right.
last episode, everyone but Charlie ended up on the Dreamland Express. So you go to sleep on the Orient Express. You're gonna get a sanity back, by the way, for a night's sleep.
Oh, good, because I needed more.
Did we get
What are you at now?
You already did.
89.
I didn't.
No, you did.
You're almost perfectly sane.
We all got sanity.
Back in the day.
I think we got a D4.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
At 70.
So you,
I got one.
as you go to sleep, you awaken on that platform in that train station with just grayness around, and the one sad member of the train society there.
And Butters? Is Butters working?
Butters,
with-
Arthur Butters
but Henri is there, and Henri says, "I must beg your pardon, Monsieur. It has been brought to my attention that your ticket for the Dreamland Express, which is expressly to rid yourself of a memory or a feeling or something, is invalid because of the ticket you bought here."
Wait, why? How does that work? Why is mine invalid?
Butters is kind of like floating around, sort of listening.
Then Charlie's just studiously ignoring him.
But Henri says, the price that you paid to leave this place was that no one would ever hear your story.
Right.
Sadly, this includes Nodens.
Why is... All right. Well, then, how do we sort this out?
That is,
Because I'm not sure if you've noticed, but my friends do tend to be a little crazy on the Dreamland Express when I'm not around. They tend to be crazy anyway, but I fully believe that they are more so if I'm not around to help mitigate.
yes, one of them is currently trying to murder someone else and instead is engaging in sexual congress with them.
Right now.
That has to be Reggie.
Yeah, it's probably right.
Henri said he didn't pay attention to what happened on the train. That liar.
He's a porter. Every good porter pays attention to what's going on the train.
I am uncertain. Would it be possible for you to speak with Nodens?
With the fella in there? The person in there?
That is not Nodens. Nodens is a being of divine, infinite knowledge.
I mean, you tell me. I wouldn't know where to find such a person. I'm willing to talk to anyone if I need to.
We,
I'm not liking that sigh.
Here is how I will say this. I believe in the real world, for lack of a less offensive term,
Whatever passes for reality these days, sure.
you may find when you awake a wafer. This wafer, when it is eaten, will commune you with Snowdens. Now, I should warn you, many people are discomfited by direct contact with a being of pure knowledge. It is, I am told, a very uncomfortable conversation. But it is complicated by your particular price. Because you are the one thing Nodens knows nothing about.
Charlie just kind of sits back on his heels for a second there, taking in the idea of him being a void in a being of infinite knowledge's data bank, basically. Just like, huh. I imagine that is rather complicated. At the very least, I'd probably come as a surprise.
I am, of course, very sorry about this inconvenience.
It's not your fault.
And-
What happens if I don't?
Well,
My friends just run wild in the dreamlands without me, and I can get a good night's sleep every night? Because that's sounding actually really, really good idea.
I suppose, yes, this is, that would be the outcome. And,
Tempting.
you do not have to commune immediately. You could wait until it became, to your mind, imperative.
I'm not that sort of fella. I prefer to get things handled as quick as possible.
That is admirable.
Better that than letting it hang over you, like the sword of Damocles.
Butters will comes running up and tries to tackle Henri and passes right through Henri. And he's like, "Take me!" And like falls through. Excuse me, monsieur. You have no ticket. And unfortunately, monsieur, as you have no ticket, and as... Oh, God. I must go prepare for the funeral of Blackjack
Oh.
and the memorial at the column. You will excuse me.
Yeah, of course.
Merci. You will awake shortly.
Well, if you see the others, tell them I'm working things out.
You know I will not remember that.
You might.
It is your cost.
That's not my story. Anything that I say isn't remembered. How can my friends remember anything that I do? Yeah, probably.
For podcast listeners, Nick just said one through one ear out the other.
Well, good luck with all of that.
The assassination attempt has completed.
The
Twice.
what? Which one?
The unsuccessful one that became carnal relations. Twice.
You have no reason to eat that wafer.
You know, if I just let them do what they're gonna do, I can just get some sleep.
Hashtag spoilers. That's what happens.
What, I just get some sleep?
Yep.
Just play a backup character on the train.
I'll
Have fun.
I'll play Blackjack's ghost out for Rudolph's throat.
Oh, not until we grave rob him.
Yeah, we do need
Until
to...
you... No, nope.
It wasn't my idea.
You could play Butters. He would kill Rudy. But...
He is
Yeah,
not
Butters and Rudy would get along great.
It'd be fantastic.
Oh, they move into an apartment with each other?
That is the worst
Will they
odd
won't
couple.
they?
No. That's murder scenario.
Please won't they?
I'll look at Butters with a little bit of sympathy in my eyes, where it's like, I do wish I could help you.
Kill him.
Rudolph?
Yes.
Tempting.
Please, kill him.
That won't get you back out of here.
It would be very satisfying. Knowing he's dead. Knowing that someone that he killed me. He knew me. He cared for me in a strange way. Returning that. I'll just stay here.
Can't you buy a ticket with that? A gesture over at the ticket booth.
They told me that I have nothing to pay. Everything's been taken from me. Like him.
Jesus Christ. Man.
Please tell me that when you get back.
Well, you're probably going to forget this conversation ever happened once I wake up anyway, so. Good luck.
Yeah, he just sits on the edge of the train doing like this.
No. And I will.
And you wake up feeling wonderful on the Orient Express.
Is it fully morning at this point?
Do you want it to be, or do you want something else to happen?
If the others aren't awake and that wafer's nearby, I kind of want to do that if it's not going to take up too much.
Okay.
Do
I was
it.
going to say it doesn't take up too much time, but I've been gone for 2 hours.
Take your time.
You deserve a solo.
Yeah, we need some red time.
Jesus wafer. Make it be Jesus.
Oh my god, Notice is Jesus?
Jesus.
Is Notice.
So yes,
looks like it.
sitting next to your pillow is a small, it looks like a cookie.
I'll roll over, pick it up, and like hold it up to a light. I imagine there's some like low light in the cabin.
It smells very buttery.
I haven't taken
Arthur
communion.
Butteries.
I haven't taken communion since I was a wee lad. Kind of lost in thought for a second, and then shake my head, and well, here goes nothing, and eat the wafer.
Okay, make me an intelligence roll.
First roll.
We got inspiration.
Oh, good. Won't need it. 25 is a hard success.
Okay, so metaphorically, like you hear like the modem sound as like just your brain is
Fighting
connected
this.
to a massive tube of just like constant data, just blam, blam. And you are sort of you are playing Data Frogger as you are like you're like dodging these like
Packets of data.
semis of data that are shooting past you, heading towards what looks like a some sort of golden warehouse. And you are inexorably drawn in that direction. And in front of it, sitting in a folding chair, a rocking chair, I like rocking chair better, is what the common depiction of God. An old, white-haired, bearded, like, the hair and the beard, sort of one whole thing, man in a white robe wearing sandals. And he is sitting in a rocking chair with a corncob pipe.
Trying to remember what the name I was told was.
Nodens.
Nodens. At once I've gotten out of the inner state of of death. Like brush myself off. Oh, that was interesting. Make my way over. Hi.
Query.
Are you Nodens?
Who are you?
My name's Charlie Afton.
Is it?
Yes.
And so, like, there's like, you can see the little red disc light going on every once in a while. And he stops and he says, I didn't know that.
Never said before.
Bet those words felt like thorns, didn't they?
Why? How?
I bought a ticket, and the price that was asked of me was that no one would ever hear my story. Which apparently means that not even you know who I am.
May I touch you?
Charlie considers that for a second.
I
And
mean,
like,
consent is important.
consent is very important. Sure. And he'll hold his hand out.
Not the hand. And he takes his hand, and his hand like just elongates, seemingly infinitely. And it's not like, it's like he moves farther away, and his hand stays on your forehead.
Mm-hmm.
and his hand suddenly like clasps your forehead surprisingly hard. And he comes zooming forward, his arm telescoping back. And he goes, nothing. Impossible.
Well, and yet here I stand.
Implication. You have defeated me.
Make a sand roll.
Corn cob, make a sand roll.
Yeah, do you have a stat block for Nodens?
That was not my intention.
I am omnipotent, but I am not omnipotent.
I think it's omniscient.
Twice! What's wrong with me? Self-assessment. I am not well. I don't know two things.
I don't know if this might help at all. I used to go by a different name.
I
don't know if you might have that in your database, because I don't know. I don't know what your knowledge stores hold.
What is that previous name?
Charlotte Afton.
Texas.
Yeah.
You were... Oh. You disappear.
At about the point where I realized I was not Charlotte. I imagine.
11, 12 and a half?
Yeah.
What? You ceased to be. Charlotte Afton is gone.
Yeah. In a real sense, she never existed at all, but I'm here.
I don't know three things?
We're gonna need to get you a ledger, aren't we? But you knew who I was before, and that's something.
I am very confused.
Yeah, me too. I'm not allowed to get onto the Dreamlands Express at all, apparently, because you don't know that I exist, so I can't manifest a thing to chuck into the pit of knowledge to give you.
Those are rules.
And while I ordinarily wouldn't mind, because the Dreamlands are a very silly place that I'd like to not ever go back to, my friends go there every time they sleep. And I suspect things are getting worse without me there.
No, they're fine. Everything's fine.
Super fine.
Roll perception.
I don't need to.
Perception?
Perception.
That assassination attempt did not go well.
All right, what
In a sense, it ended great.
what assassination attempt, and who got involved in a carnal event?
The Sarnathian ambassador tried to kill the Sarnathian princess. It was interpreted as foreplay and led to a series of very acrobatic maneuvers.
Intensely cardiovascular.
That sounds right.
I love that it's the gossip of the Dreamlands right now.
And everyone knows. That's what's even funnier.
I always know.
Except three things.
Even though when we're talking out of character. Impressive.
I can offer you this as a boon for bringing to my attention knowledge I was not aware of. when you awake, there will be another wafer. That wafer will allow you to engage my knowledge once. It will answer any question.
Oh, shit.
Except for apparently 3.
Well, in fairness,
You already know the answers.
I already know the answers to the 3 things that you don't.
Charlie's gonna know the truth about unicorns.
Yeah, that's what
I don't want to know.
That's what Charlie's gonna do.
I will also offer you this. Charlotte may ride the Dreamland Express.
She's gone.
Twelve-and-a-half-year-old Charlotte may ride the Dreamlands Express.
Well, if that'll keep the Sarnathians from hitting on me, I'm fine with that. Oh,
I have
no,
infinite
I'm not.
knowledge. It will not.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
They're the worst.
Well, I better make sure I have a sharp thing on me at all times then. You're gonna make me have to be her again.
I cannot make you do anything. And who she might be in the Dreamlands is entirely up to you.
All right. All right. It's not like I haven't pretended to be her before when I needed to. I accept.
Very well. Please, never challenge my infallibility again.
I'll happily tell you anything you want to know. If I can.
Tell me everything.
Everything I know that I can.
And so what follows is you tell Charlie's life story to Nodens.
Yeah. Starting from as early as I can remember to when I started realizing that I wasn't actually Charlotte to
And,
when
like-
that clean break was made.
Nodens is actually like leaning forward. Like it is one of the few excitements in his eternal
Being told something he doesn't know.
he's never heard before.
Well, he's never heard a story either. Like, he just knows it all,
Yeah.
right?
and now he's hearing it from a trained storyteller.
Yeah,
like,
he's-
double treat.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
he is rapt. Mm-hmm. And when you finish, he says, "I understand that I will not recall much of that, but thank you, because you have given me a gift today, a gift I have never received, and a gift that I will work eternity to repay."
Well, I'm glad I could give you something like that.
Charlie Afton, you have knowledge. Nodens does not.
I suppose I do.
There are 7 people throughout recorded history that could say that.
Who are the others?
They're dead.
I will be too eventually. Right?
I don't know. 4!
Technically, that falls in with knowing anything about Charlie Afton, so that still only counts as 3.
That is small solace.
Yeah, I mean, if you count every single thing about Charlie, then we can go infinite into that.
True.
So,
Do you know what I had for breakfast? No.
But if you knew everything, like every time you
Yeah,
encountered
yeah.
something you didn't know,
It would be a
count it up.
shock.
would just be a knife in the side.
Well, thank you for this, and I will use your gift wisely.
And you wake up, and next to you is the carbon copy of that cookie.
I get up.
Eat it immediately.
That first one was so good.
what are the lotto numbers?
That was real tasty. No,
Where is the rest of the setup?
no, I get up and I find I'm one of those people that like keeps little like tobacco tins, not because I personally like chew, but because they're useful for carrying small things around. And I will put the wafer into that, close it up, find a candle, and wax seal it closed.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Have Reggie eat it at some time without realizing.
I'm so hungry. Crack.
and then hide it where I have my girl clothes hidden in the bottom of in the false bottom of my chest.
All right. And just as you're finishing that, the knock on the door saying that you're arriving in Trieste.
My God, what even? What even? All right.
And then we zap through, fast forwarding through Trieste. Breakfast, where they tell you the story of
How everything went
Blackjack's
great. Yeah, all
funeral
that happened was
and,
Blackjack's funeral.
not a lot of mention of assassination attempts.
I do notice that omission. I'm just kind of like,
It didn't really come up.
Yeah, not much happened.
no. If we get toward the end of breakfast and it doesn't come up, it's like, right. So who almost got assassinated?
I didn't know.
Oh no, he tried to okay.
No,
so
well,
they were going to frame me for
Tried
murder.
is a strong word.
And then Uncle Woody took offense, very kindly took offense on my behalf.
Very kindly.
And then tried to assassinate someone. Did not check in with us. Could have checked in with
Yeah,
us.
didn't
about
tell
it.
us. At
Didn't tell
all.
us anything.
I
And
was in a mood.
he was in a mood. And then
You in a mood?
Oh, and he's
Never.
like full Sarnathian
yeah, he's
now.
fully
He's
on.
like he's like golden.
Shit.
Out of character, the king of Sarnath talked to him in his head.
Yeah, son of Sarnath.
Cool.
I tried
Back in
to.
character.
You might mention that I did try to like exit out of being an ambassador, and that was what kept me in. You join a hive mind.
As it turns out.
A
Yeah.
horny hive mind.
filthy, dirty hive mind.
Yeah, they have all knowledge of the Kama Sutra.
Well, I'm kind of sorry I wasn't there for this.
Yeah,
Orange
so
Snowden.
character. We started the episode by asking you why, if you were okay, and why you weren't in the Dreamlands, and you were a little bit vague. So if you
Yeah.
could be a little more specific.
If I want to be slightly less vague, is that what we're probing for here?
I mean,
Up to you.
up to you.
Yeah. So, the short version is because of the price that I paid for a ticket, a being of infinite knowledge doesn't know I exist.
What?
Okay,
Wild.
so just to be clear, the price you paid for the ticket for the Dreamlands Express and also Doom Train.
It was
Yes.
more for the Doom Train.
More for the Doom Train.
Okay, so maybe that's why this weird thing is happening, but it applies to the Dreamlands Express. So you think that the ticket seller would understand that the price for the ticket he paid would make it so you couldn't. I think I think that ticket seller is
earning out.
the
She's-
ticket
she's
seller
earning out.
is corrupt.
We,
Is corrupt.
we did an interstellar law.
He's gonna talk to a manager.
I think this deserves a strongly worded letter.
Yeah, I think at least a letter.
Yes.
Like, Henri is blameless in this. I
Yes,
don't have
Henri
anything
is
to say
a-
about
a
Henri, but
sweet,
that
perfect boy.
freaking ticket seller is the best.
Yes.
Well,
Killed my boyfriend. Well, my acquaintance that I liked.
Henri met me at that train, at that ticket to the platform to tell me what was going on, and that and then I'll explain like
Yeah,
the
yeah, you
circumstances
tell them, yeah.
of that.
You tell us, Butters.
Yeah, would you tell?
Oh, absolutely not.
Part of me is wondering if I asked.
if you ask.
You ask. Let the dice decide.
I've got a bit.
Yeah, you have
Did you see Butters there?
I did.
How's he doing?
Oh, he fucking hates you.
Oh,
He wants you dead.
I bet he does.
He wants you very dead.
But he's still,
Well, that's what dead is.
he's not an ivory person. He still has his identity.
Yes,
Yeah. He's still very much him.
he loves trains so very much.
Uncle Woody, tread carefully, okay?
You're a better person than you were then now, right?
In
Right.
regards.
All of a sudden, he's 7 foot tall in gold again.
Anyway.
In times and places.
Anyway, all of that to say, there is a loophole where I am able to get back onto the Dreamland Express, if only because you guys can't seem to go 5 minutes on the fucking train without things happening.
Needs your help.
No, everything's.
Said it like you.
You did say it like me.
Oh.
Are you making fun of my accent?
No.
Things happen to us. I would rather things didn't happen.
I feel like the Dreamlands are inflicted upon us.
You know, I had the option to say no and just get a good night's sleep every time all y'all go to the Dreamlands. Just so you know.
And you sacrifice that for us?
I did.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, the good kind of sacrifice.
Do we want to
The kind.
Oh,
This was the
Sacrifice.
past. This was the
Sacrifice.
past.
Yeah, the kind that doesn't involve small children.
Well, it is actually going to involve a small child.
That's the bad kind.
We have to kill a kid for you to be on the Dreamland Express? I don't know if I can do
No.
that. I'll think about it.
No.
Even I have reservations.
Even
No, a child that died, it has to come back. You two know.
That's a good thing.
You haven't heard this yet. Short version,
Oh.
I was not born Charlie Afton. I was born Charlotte Afton.
Oh. I thought you jumped in different bodies. Like
No,
Ghost.
it was entirely mundane and entirely a realization and a choice that led to me running away from home when I was 15. I am Charlie Afton, but I didn't start that way. And when I mentioned, God, I hate having to say that name. When I mentioned her to Nodens, he did remember her.
Can make a Cthulhu Mythos roll.
Okay, well, let's see if I get 2 in one night.
Oh no.
I succeeded on the other one tonight. Are you proud of me, Charlie?
Terrifying me.
Say it did good, Charlie. Say
Are you
it did good.
proud, Charlie? Are you proud?
I am. I'm also terrified.
Oh, I'm so close.
All right.
Away.
You could spend luck.
3 away. How much luck you got left?
But you've already checked off Cthulhu Mythos.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's
Well, it
fine.
doesn't check off, right?
I checked it.
It does.
It does? Oh, mine doesn't have a.
No, it doesn't.
I thought stuff just happened when you.
Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, it doesn't have a box.
Oh, well, I X'd it anyway.
It's just like credit rating.
Yeah.
Death and taxes.
It's equally as awful.
True.
I don't know
So
So,
you look like your brain is whirring a bit.
Well, it doesn't seem like that would be enough to do what you're describing.
It is if I go back if I return to the Dreamlands as Charlotte at 12 and a half years old when she died, effectively.
Well, at least that stops the Sarnathians from hitting on you.
Apparently not.
No, I've been in their minds. It's a dark place.
okay, so, list of versed people. Sarnathians, then Ticket Seller. Or maybe Ticket Seller.
And then Fenwick.
No, it's
And then Benedict right after that. I mean, he has helped
and then
us out a little bit.
Sethkar underneath that, maybe.
I mean, he made a, like, flesh tower, but...
I'm only saying all of this so that you're not surprised when
See a little girl in your place.
It's the Dreamlands.
I imagine that you would prefer.
He turned into a mutant cat monster.
Oh, I did do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you missed you manifesting into a cat.
you've been trying to do that since day one. That surprises me.
Yes, it was...
I did
And
turn into
I
a cat.
can't. I'm now a Sarnathian.
And I guess a pedophile.
I can't.
Thank you.
God damn it.
No,
Not as long as I don't connect to the hive mind.
no.
Don't make me be a pedant and have to point out there is a difference.
Fair enough. Charlie, I would imagine you'd like us to address you as we know you now.
I very much prefer that. And if it helps, think of it as, I mean, it is technically a nickname for Charlotte. So,
Doesn't,
Well, that
doesn't play into it. But
The Dreamland rules are different, and I don't know if you acknowledging me as who I actually am might break something. Nodens was very confused when I showed up, and he was like, "Who the fuck are you?"
So don't test that out, is what you're saying.
As much as possible, don't address me by name.
What if we broke the Dreamlands?
This is what I'm thinking about. So not
You're
to,
thinking about breaking the
I don't want to
Dreamlands.
break it. I don't want to break it, but not to Karen. But
Not
this,
caring about it,
but this situation is detrimental to your professional career. You would rather people be able to know who you are and hear your story, correct?
I mean, I don't care if they know who I am, but
But you told us you have lost professional contact because of the price you paid.
yes, I would prefer to be able to write stories.
So I think the logistics of the price is in question. The price he had you pay means you can't do the thing that you were supposed to do. Ride the train. So what I'm saying is maybe we can take this to the top. And
Non-Euclidean contract law.
and negotiate you out of this price.
But you
With
can
who?
do it as
No
Charlotte.
debts.
So why can't you just make a new you?
Oh.
but that's not who Charlie is then.
But Charlie isn't Charlotte.
Charlie is Charlie,
I mean,
No, he's right. I'm not Charlotte,
correct?
but I'm gonna have to be her in order to be in the Dreamlands.
could you adopt a different identity?
I'd have to really
Why not?
believe it was me.
That's what I'm saying.
But you don't have to believe she was you. Or no, the is you.
She was me.
She was you, but isn't you.
She
But
isn't.
Then
she
can't
isn't-
someone else who isn't you, couldn't you be Carl?
No, because that's
No.
not who Charlie is.
So I have a skill called psychoanalysis. can I trick you into thinking of somebody else?
Have you been reading the works of Dr. Freud? Because that's
He's problematic, but
true.
but I have read it.
So all of this
Okay,
to say, I
yeah.
should be able to get back into the Dreamlands next time. And Nodens was fascinated by me because I represented something he, sure, why not, had never seen before.
Cobb. Goes by Cobb.
Sure.
Sorry.
A story he'd never heard.
Yeah.
Cobb and Cobb's pronouns.
Mm-hmm.
Well, perhaps we should bookmark this for when we would ostensibly go back on the Dreamlands Express.
3 days from now.
When
Or
we go back
longer.
on the Orient Express.
Yeah.
Yes, I believe we've arrived in Trieste and we should.
And so we zoom ahead through Trieste. You go to the museum. You find the mausoleum of Johann Winkelmann. You find the figure with the horrible carvings of some sort of large serpent creature or reptile creature.
I'm gonna have to watch this episode back.
You find
That was
the
my successful Cthulhu mythos.
Oh no.
My spot hidden.
Huh?
You got a good spin.
You find the sarcophagus with the stone medallion that clues you into the medallions. You hear the story of Winkelmann's life, the chef that also was a pimp and a thief or whatever he
Yep.
was.
There
Whatever
was a
order
thief that
that is.
was a cook who was a pimp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who stabbed him?
Who puts pimp third on their business card?
Who choked him, stabbed him, but then he wrote his will.
Let him write a will.
We have questions.
Yeah.
He had a bunch of medallions that he donated, or that the museum got from a famous family in town, the Termona family. One of the medallions you determined is missing, and the museum doesn't seem to know anything about it.
Yes, they do.
And you were told that you could probably find some information about the Napoleonic era at the library. You have the name of a hotel where Winkelmann left all of his goods, all of his worldly possessions to a waiter. And you know that there are caves out there in which live cyclopean reptiles that seem to be worshipped by humans.
We suspect.
And I drew a really great picture.
And yes,
Really
a
good.
super alarming
really
picture of the
good.
leg was drawn and
Really
freaked
good picture.
freaked the curator out.
Really good
And Fenelek showed up and gave you back the leg that he had.
And that's apparently where, right about where I walked into the building.
Oh, and you have dinner reservations in half an hour with Ahmed.
The Turkish ambassador.
The diplomat.
Him.
The diplomat.
The minor functionary.
And we now know that guy at the museum, he wasn't a fascist. He was a part of the Skinless cult.
Fenelon told us that the Brotherhood of Skin is here.
Ah.
I also will just say, in the interest of the recap, Charlie does not mention the wafer that he has.
Doesn't talk.
Very carefully does
don't
not
share his
mention.
cookie?
Absolutely not.
When you have cookies, you really should share.
When you have
Only if you brought enough for everyone.
Sharing is
when you
caring.
have one cookie, you save the cookie.
I don't know about that.
But yeah, no, he keeps that very much to himself, partially because he doesn't trust Reggie or Rudolph to not go into his stuff and get it, and partially because he's not entirely sure that people aren't listening in on Erna.
Oh,
Yeah,
fair
we
enough.
grind
He
it
is
up
keeping
and-
it.
Oh, that's a good call.
He is keeping it firmly to
half.
himself.
We chop up the cookie.
We know Antonio loves to eat stuff. Don't.
Also that fucking lizard.
The fucking lizard.
Yeah, you.
And you turned Andre into a vampire.
Andre is a vampire.
Andre's a vampire.
Who?
Your
not
other
you, Charlie.
character. Your party boy.
Good.
Your party boy turned Andre into
existential crisis.
Good. Rip his throat out.
and now Andre is still alive.
Yeah, still alive.
Oh, fuck.
No skin on his arms.
Charlie's character is dead. Not yours, but Renault. Renault is.
My previous character that I had in the Middle Ages.
I don't know if he's dead, but his head got lopped off and
Yeah,
absorbed
we
into
don't
a
know
ball
if that
of other
flesh
heads.
tower still exists.
Well, no, the Shun Mosque. It is the Shun Mosque.
he could be in there
Renault could still be in there.
So Renault's still there.
I was at the wall, just like, anybody?
I mean, just cutting off a vampire's head doesn't kill them.
Does anybody here
Fill their mouth
speak
with garlic.
Frankish?
A lot going on.
There's a lot going on. So we left off at the break.
I leave for 2.5 weeks.
I'm
So
sorry.
much happens.
People
So-
become vampires.
We left off at the break discussing. We just got the leg. Fenelon gave us the leg that he had stolen previously.
And I've been with them through all of this. Okay, so if there's something that came up in the previous 2 hours of this game,
Yeah.
that I need to know
yeah,
about, that I don't know
we'll
about.
fill you in. But
Thank you.
Bickered about someone absorbing the leg.
that is what we were currently talking about.
I think you should take it.
Because he wants the head.
I want the head.
I don't want it.
What? Why not?
I don't want any part of the simulacrum.
But it'll keep it from people who shouldn't have it.
But it makes you more vulnerable to various kinds of attacks.
Like what?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Like a massive heart attack happening to Rudolph.
That's what I said.
That was from cocaine.
It was multiple things.
It might have been exacerbated by
You started
cocaine.
having the heart attack and then you took a bunch of cocaine.
Your
and then-
legs can't have heart attacks.
And then also Erna being attacked by the black lightning attack that fucked with her arm.
yeah, but that was.
I'm sorry, I keep
Frenchman.
swearing in front of you.
Oh, I don't care. Fucking fair. I don't care.
She's hardened now.
Rudy looks around for your mother.
Oh, I am a bad
I'm
influence.
pretty sure she is not an all-powerful eldritch being.
Pretty sure. I see how confident you are about that.
Honestly, I don't know. Maybe.
My argument for us absorbing the parts is to keep them separated and to keep them out of the hands of those who would do ill with them.
The person who is probably going to do ill with him is the one who gave us the leg.
There are others who may do ill with it, my father.
And the Brotherhood of Skin.
So
I don't
us-
think you should take this on if you don't want to.
Now, my next theory that I was going to bring up right before the break
Okay.
is that the knife that is waiting for me in a P.O. box is the serpent's blade.
The one from the
Name drop.
script.
The one from the. So,
Oh,
in
the episode
flashback-
title.
I did see that episode title pop up. I did peek in once in a while to see what
Serpent's-
you all were messing up.
Serpent's blade cut up the
Mim Sahis.
the Mimsahis cut up the original statue.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's able to cut anything, something like that.
Well, the way that Finilik said it was that it's the only thing that could have
Use
separated,
point if you
Yeah.
want.
indicating that the simulacrum
Used a
already.
bit!
You used a bit. Good for you.
Cheese told him to.
When he says the serpent's blade,
Uh-huh.
you feel Antonio like crawl up.
Hey, buddy.
Antonio, the description of the hilt sounded like something I know.
Sounded like you. Okay.
Are you a blade?
Are you a blade? If you're a blade, you have to tell us.
That's the running gag.
I know. We have to do it one more time.
Yeah, you have to beat it into the ground.
Yeah,
and then resurrect it and beat it into the ground again.
I'll
Yes.
give you food if you tell us. I'll give you a fez.
We do love to eat them.
I'm so hungry.
He wants
You're so
pasta.
hungry.
He loves pasta.
You were in some unfathomable hammer space behind her head, and now you're here, and now you're hungry. Yes, no, very. I pick. Is there some like fruit or something? in the
Yeah,
room? Yeah, I give him a.
He eats a wax grape, which is like.
Yeah, you like that, huh? Idiot.
Antonio, do you listen to everything that happens around me? Yes.
That's a yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's so sleepy in your hammer space. Ooh, so sleepy.
I want so much for you to be my best friend and not be working for someone else.
Same.
He like throws his arms back and just hugs
Oh,
your
I
neck.
give him a hug. It's very small.
If you don't want to take the leg, I get it. I do plan on taking the head if possible.
Is that a good idea?
No.
I feel like
I deserve it.
not deserve DM storyteller.
Why do you want it so bad?
It's not that I want it.
No, you do. You've been saying that constantly.
Very keen on it.
That is the one part that you truly want.
If we're all getting parts, I think
Why do you
all
want the
getting-
head?
vanity.
Why?
Just pure. I want my head to glow blue. I think it'd be cool.
You're already very handsome. You don't
I could be
need
more.
Why?
I don't know.
If you want to be more handsome, go be a Sarnathian.
Ugh, they don't. No.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
They're gorgeous. They're assholes, but they're gorgeous.
Not worth it.
But I can be an asshole when I choose
And
to,
also,
and they
do
just
you know
are
if the
always.
head would make you more beautiful? If anything, it might impair your beauty. I don't think these things are gifts.
Also, I think it may very well destroy your intellect. And there's a lot more to destroy there than you like to let on.
I don't know. The scroll spoke of Sedekarv being just unearthly beautiful. And of course, it had the whole poem about Eloise, but
That was a long description of how hot Eloise
Eloise was.
who wrote that?
Sister Bernadetta.
Sure.
Sister Bernadetta apparently had some.
Listen, she was in a literal.
Sapphic feelings.
She was in a literal closet for like 32 years.
And then she came out, and boy, did she.
I drew her.
I saw the picture. She's terrifying.
So right now, the only piece
I don't want
that
it.
is connected is the chest.
Yeah, that's true.
Physically.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you still have some weird connection
Emotionally.
to the arm.
Well, it said till death do us part. I haven't died.
Look, it's not impossible.
even that.
You trade in this stuff, right?
Not this stuff, but yeah, I trade
You
in,
trade in antiquities, especially
Yes.
sculptures and shit.
except when they're not.
What does that mean?
what is
What
that?
do you mean by that?
Well, replicas, of course.
Oh.
Fine. I'm not going to argue the morality one way or the other about that one. I don't
Perfectly moral
care.
to sell replicas. I don't know what you're even.
I don't care, frankly.
Weird wording.
I don't know why you said it like that.
I do not care.
You're a very good artist.
That said,
I take out the picturing.
It's disconcerting. It's a leg made of little legs.
It's very
I
well
hate
done.
that. That said, we can. I mean, yeah, there are people like, the various assholes that we've run across who are able to reach into locked things, but they can also disconnect the pieces from us and cause us a great deal of pain and harm. So if someone's really determined to get the pieces off of us, they can. Why don't we get a big chest?
You already have. The arm is already in a
Something that has like the different velvet-lined spaces for the pieces, so they can't all come together.
Yeah, we can do that too.
I do not understand why the first thing that we're jumping to is absorbing them.
I'm with you.
Because it's worked.
Has it?
Has it?
I guess
I think so.
not.
Yeah.
Like, Ernest's technically married to an arm.
I'm technically married.
I don't think you are.
Said to let do us part.
Oh, did
And it said,
did
you have been
Did a
claimed.
priest stand over that or anything? I don't think.
Well,
that
I don't think
counts.
Jesus sanctioned the marriage.
Yeah, so
Uncle
it's
Woody.
not.
Also, in the old ways, that kind of doesn't matter.
Well, we are
All
living
I'm
in the old
saying
days.
Apparently, we are.
is that I don't think the fact that I have been claimed and that you have heart palpitations are good things.
My heart's been fine.
Now,
Since the heart attack.
Yeah.
do we have to remind you that we had
Which
to
was
haul
2
you off of
days
the
ago.
tower?
No, we stayed in the
That's
hospital
right. You
for
stayed in the
several days.
hospital.
Yeah, you had a hospital
Yes, it was like
stay.
a
Yeah.
week ago.
If I am able to get the thing that I think I am able to get, then that might not be an issue anymore.
That would be lovely. I do not think that there is any good reason for us to bring these things into our own bodies. Like, why is no one else as horrified about that as I am?
She's already done it. He's done it.
I
And it has
horrified by it.
ended poorly.
All right.
It has ended poorly for
make a good
everyone who's
point.
done it.
I take your point. Your point is taken. I won't.
Sorry,
get ahead.
I shouldn't shout.
No, you should, Charlie.
No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. Like, you are my companions and you are my friends, and
You've convinced me.
shouting
I won't do it.
at you is not effective.
I also
Thank
don't
you.
want to get all angry before dinner.
Yes,
gotta get ready
We have
soon.
to get ready to see the Turk.
Right, better go put on tuxes.
That's right.
Boy, Ahmed is really going to feel left out.
Maybe we should go like medium formal. Like not too formal.
Just bring an extra tux for him.
Just bring an extra tusk.
It's like, hey,
We tried to give
one
him a
of
tux
us.
earlier.
One of us.
Didn't want it.
Let's just do medium formal. Why do we have to go overly
The
formal?
outfits that I have are tux and a button-down shirt and a vest.
And he's got to wear a tux.
Tux or tweed.
And they're all very fetching.
I
I'll
enjoy
let
all
you
of them. They feel
borrow one of
comfortable.
my sport coats. I do have sport coats as well, besides tuxes.
Fine. That
I mean,
works.
I'm not going in a tux. I'm just giving you shit.
It's also so cold out. So let's just.
Well,
stay
luckily
in
in the hotel.
Yeah, luckily you're eating at
Oh
the
yeah,
hotel
the
restaurant.
Yeah, that's.
Okay,
but let's have dinner. Let's put the leg in the special case that
Get
we
some
have.
pasta to go for Antonio.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Lock
You want
it
to
up.
reroll?
no, okay.
So also out of character, I did bring up fascism to the front desk guy. Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah,
And no
Wasn't a-
luck rolls had to be made at any point to negate anything that he said along the way.
Who had to roll a luck roll? How'd it go?
It was good.
It was actually good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
He did say everything.
Fucking stereo!
You say Ezra 3 times so you can.
No, I won't.
What the?
I won't.
Oh,
I'm in control. I have the power. You're making sound. You're not speaking. Ezra.
What?
We are such people.
We'll talk about Jinx
Do you
stuff.
not know the rules?
all right, that's an
That's
afterthought.
an afterthought. That's an
Not
afterthought.
that cool.
There was a savage jinxing a while ago.
Yeah, we'll talk-
You
we'll
were
talk
not
about
there for that?
Clearly.
It was brutal.
People take it way too seriously.
Apparently.
So you go down to the restaurant, Il Giardino, and Ahmed is waiting. He says, "Oh, Miss Erna, you look lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Hi, good
Hi.
evening. Oh, the frost in that voice.
Yeah. Let's see. Ahmed's gonna make a psychology roll. Ahmed's gonna make another psychology
Oh,
roll.
two bits!
Okay.
He committed to the bits.
Ahmed's like, is
Everything's fine.
is
I'm glad to see you. I invited you to dinner, remember?
yes.
Everything is fine. Everything
have
is
some-
fine.
Why,
Yes.
why
have
do you
some
keep saying
food.
that?
Let's have some food.
Charlie's just looking between the three of them like, what am I
I'm actually
missing?
kind of confused.
Yes, let's have some food. He pulls your chair out.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Because I'm like stifling my hostility.
I can be a catty bitch sometimes.
I I mean, yeah, you're bisexual.
Big bi energy.
Prerequisite.
Bi energy.
Anyway,
So
We should have done the multiple dates thing. I think that would have been jumping between different outfits and
what follows is
Fully Mrs. Doubtfire in this.
a somewhat uncomfortable dinner.
and then Antonio shows up to one like a wig or something to try to
Honestly,
some time.
I don't think that Reggie. He's just like making.
Well, you guys just had a heated conversation, and so
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
sort of, coloring stuff.
I would like through the dinner to make, because he's done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
So I'd like to.
Besides flirt with her, no?
Besides, do like some very innocuous schoolboy
Charlie's super not worried about it.
being extra polite to his friend. So I think through the dinner, like trying to engage as like kindly and relieve that tension. As
Yeah,
well.
no, that
He doesn't deserve this.
I mean, but he's uncomfortable because, he's sitting next to a woman, and he's super awkward. But
Oh, okay, great. It's nerdy awkward.
yeah, no, he is.
Okay.
then I think and would try to continue the conversation about Constantinople. I mean, that's something
Yeah.
I'm interested in anyway.
Yeah, he
talking
then
out
he
of
gets
character in
animated.
character voice, and like about his family, and like saying that we're still on our way there, and we would love to meet up.
and he's he actually asks you some things about. He's like, is Lausanne typical of Switzerland? And he's asking you.
Well, I mean, yes and no. Are you talking about Dream Lausanne or regular Lausanne? No. Yeah.
But
I was joking.
I think maybe.
he does not drink.
well, he drank
sure.
before.
He did drink before.
And
He does not drink at this.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think how to like mess with that.
Clicks.
That is like distinctly in my mind. If I can order something that's
This one
kind
goes
of like Irish coffee or something.
He will. So about 10 o'clock, he will give his pardon, and he'll say, "We have an early train to catch.
That's right.
Please excuse me."
Well, hopefully we will see you in Constantinople.
I do hope so. You have my parents' address.
Yes, yes.
Please, you must come.
Yeah.
All of you must come. My parents will. We will give you a feast.
Oh.
That would be lovely, thank you.
I hope you like kofta.
I have no idea, but I'm willing to try.
It's a meatball.
Ooh.
It's very good.
That sounds delicious.
He stands up and he says, "Thank you for the meal, Miss Clyde."
As soon as he leaves, I get down and do my secret thing, and I'm like, I really hope he's not in the cult.
Yeah, that's what
I really hope he's not in the cult.
He's
of the
not in the
city.
cold.
I hope he's not in the
the
cult.
other people around him are some of them.
Maybe some of them are in the cult.
I
though.
think he's cult
What?
adjacent.
No, I mean,
Just really no. What I'm saying is that I
diplomat.
don't think he is. I hope he's not.
I don't think he is either, but I wouldn't be
really
surprised if someone around. We just don't want to tell him too much stuff.
Don't we just?
Friends, why don't we have this conversation not in a public
We're
place?
having it very quietly.
We're
And I'm
Yes.
putting some pasta in a little
When
go
you
box.
whisper, people pay more attention to what's being said.
So I should yell.
No.
I hope he's not in the.
Okay, let's go
I have
back
a steak
upstairs.
knife right here.
Yeah, it's a lovely
I
meal.
missed you, Charlie.
I'm so glad.
The tiramisu
you.
in particular was lovely.
But that has alcohol in it.
Yeah.
What's for dessert?
He doesn't say for dessert though, does he?
He said tiramisu.
No,
Ah, that son of a bitch.
I didn't hear it.
But yeah, you head back, and unless anybody wants to do anything throughout the night, you're gonna.
I'm gonna try and. What's like nice blackmailing? What's the thing where you do something for
Nice.
someone and you want something in exchange? I want that pasta. I want.
Oh, you want it,
Antonio to like.
Okay. Yeah, Antonio's
Open up
like
a little
sniffing
bit.
at the box.
Yeah, you want this. You want this, don't you? You need to fucking come clean with us. Who are you working for?
Are we all here for this?
I mean, I would say
Probably.
if you could get Antonio away from me.
I will get like a little. I'll do
Yeah,
like
hell
a little
follow.
noodle.
Yeah, he'll
I'll put a
Yeah,
little
I mean,
basket
I
on a
think just
plate.
like
It's like
I don't know if this will actually be useful, but I think it's interesting. So
Yeah, Charlie will stay with Erna to keep her distracted while this interrogation is happening.
Okay.
But I put a noodle out on the plate. Someone's influencing her. Don't play stupid with me. I guess you don't want any more of this. Oh, yeah, that's a shame, isn't it? Would you like another? 'Cause I'd like to know who's messing with my niece.
For the podcast,
Pointed at Charlie! Or maybe Charlotte's coming back. No.
No,
I'll drink some pasta.
for about the fourth time,
For about the fourth time, Antonio tries to tell Rudolph.
Antonio is trying to throw Charlie under the bus, and it never
Charlie's going to
seems.
No, it's working right now. He's like,
He's starting
what
to be on
sick
track.
game? Like, is Charlie a sorcerer? Like, he's starting to put pasta out. Like, I'm giving you pasta. Stop asking for pasta.
He was trying to do the kissing maneuver for the podcast listeners.
He'll eat the pasta, and then he's like,
It's delicious. I understand. Who is influencing her mind? How? So he's a sorcerer. He knows magic. He knows who used magic on her mind in the train. That's bullshit. Oh, I know you know. I give you pasta, and you're holding this out on me. You tried to kill me, you little fuck.
Tried to kill me too.
Well, that doesn't bother me. It's different. I care about it, but like immediate.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Family first.
just look.
Thank you for caring about that.
You fall down a well comedy. I fell down a well tragedy.
And then all of it's funny over time.
That's true.
Though time doesn't exist.
You understand that it's happened, though. You don't know what happened. Because he was in the Dreamlands, right? Out of character?
He has been in the Dreamlands.
Because it happened in the Dreamlands.
And when we got the arm back, he was there.
I should not get the pasta after you're done listening. You would have hated it?
You want to make a spaghetti into a
I'm
wing?
sorry, podcast listeners. You really missed
Listen
a
to
beautiful
me.
pose.
Now,
Antonio almost fails a sanity roll.
Can we spend a bit to make him
Yeah, use a coin. Maybe he'll
don't
fail
waste
it.
it.
I want to waste that.
Let me finish this. I need you to keep an eye on her. I'm gonna trust you against my better judgment.
Never trust the lizard.
Keep an eye on anyone that is trying to manipulate her mind. I'm gonna give you the rest of the pasta. No, with magic. Charlie's not a sorcerer. Charlie is a sorcerer. I'm gonna give you the pasta. Just need you.
Got a rock and a hard place going on here.
Antonio cry.
Unstoppable force in an immovable object.
I just want you to keep an eye. I just want you to keep her safe. If anyone tries to
Crying while eating.
her mind,
You've broken the Jesus lizard.
Fuck that lizard.
he's trying to do worse to me.
Oh my God,
He tried
I'm
to break
crying.
me by pushing me off stairs.
And by getting a shot. Yes, I agree. But
I did get shot.
I'm trying to get all of us shot.
Yeah.
Shot.
Yeah.
Again, everyone's just diminishing Rich. Sure,
fine.
yeah, you were actually shot,
Fine.
but we all could have been shot.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Way worse.
Only one person got shot. Everyone could have been shot. It could have been awful.
Yeah. One of us got shot. We didn't get
No,
shot.
you're right. You're right.
As it was, it sucked.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
You get a sense of indignation as he hands you the licked, clean, empty bowl back. And he just looks and he goes,
Just keep her safe. Yeah, that's all I'm asking. I'm trusting you. Do you even sense that sort of thing when someone's using magic on someone's mind? Can you try? Yes. He's a sorcerer. I gave you all the pasta. I'm going to bed.
Wow.
Charlie, like, turns around. Antonio turns around in a huff and is like, and, like, marches back to Erna's room.
What are you in a huff about? What are you in a huff about?
What?
I've left.
What?
Antonio, you're on one. What's going on?
As they're embracing each other.
Just hanging out.
Sitting next to her talking.
I know, I'm joking, I'm joking.
What on
Antonio,
earth
like,
is your problem?
slams the closet door as he walks in.
Oh, he
just
He's going through puberty.
That's one moody lizard.
All right.
Things you don't know you're going to do as a GM. Podcast listeners, I would like to apologize for
not pantomime.
the 5 minutes of pantomime that you did not. Well, actually, maybe you're in the lucky ones. I don't know. Maybe you didn't have to
Well,
experience.
in fairness, the tone of the sounds gives a lot
Yeah,
away
no.
without
You
the
do,
facial
yeah.
expression. So
very
I feel like they
expressive.
got at least most of what was going
But there
on.
was one pose that was very saucy that you missed out on. Where
So go check the YouTube video.
Yeah.
The bathing in the pasta.
Amazing of the pasta.
What followed was an increasingly explicit attempt by Antonio to try and tell Rudolph that Charlie had machinations on Erna, and all Rudolph thought was that it was
Pasta based.
pasta-based.
The initial stuff cemented in his head, like this lizard loves pasta. He does love pasta.
And he does.
I
He
believe
is
because he tried the Lady and the Tramp thing the first time, and that
I think that's
that's what didn't.
Yeah.
because that movie hasn't been existed.
Antonio trademarked it. He came up with it.
Oh, he's about to make so much
I
money.
mean, he's dimension hopping. He can.
That's right.
He can figure out lady.
That was a very frustrated lizard.
Poor thing. Jinx.
No, we don't do that anymore. That's not-
I don't follow those rules of Jinx because I don't know them. That sign can't stop me because I can't read.
Okay.
I don't know physics, so this fall won't hurt.
Yeah.
Physics is real. Jinx isn't.
So is Jinx.
I would say to give Antonio at least a little bit of credit, we were hanging out, right?
Yes.
I think that Erna probably does feel awkward about the Ahmed, she did not realize he was into her until Reggie explicitly pointed it out to her. But I think she's like probably trying to express is having one-on-one time with you.
Yeah.
It's not like,
It's not like a makeout session.
yeah, but just
No,
like,
you guys were having,
like tea before
lovely,
bed.
a lovely conversation.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Antonio was like, see?
Yeah.
You see nothing.
He keeps saying she's not a sorcerer. He's not a sorcerer.
You call me she one more time.
I'm sorry.
I know where you sleep.
And that evening, you all go to bed, and I need everyone to make me a POW roll.
Oh dear.
That was a bad roll, but not a fumble.
All right, if you failed,
I failed. Can I ask for a reroll?
Yeah.
ooh, only
Is it
one
Charlie?
reroll.
I mean, we only got 2 left.
Gotta save some for accounting.
Right.
You said you
Charlie's
needed
good at
accounting
POW.
earlier.
Charlie's very good at POW. That's the only reason I asked for it. 45 is a regular success.
All right, so the two of you that failed are going to lose 5 magic points.
Oh.
Oh, we have
And-
magic points.
Yes.
And you wake up feeling absolutely drained. You are exhausted.
Is the head here? I mean,
How much blood do we have?
You have all your
How much
seemingly.
skin do we have?
You seem to have everything you came with.
Except our
Yeah,
Constitution.
Erna definitely checks the simulacrum.
It's all still there.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let's see. How does Antonio do?
Ooh.
Antonio.
That's sherry less.
He like
It's
he,
all
like,
that pasta.
He opens the sock drawer that he sleeps in, and he sits up. He's like,
Oh, you look great, Antonio.
The powers of carb loading.
And my hair looks awful. You didn't do it last night.
I call up for room service for extra strong coffee and more peppermint schnapps.
Well, Erna's like, how much did I drink last night? I don't feel like I drank that much.
Are you all right?
No,
I feel bad.
I feel bad.
Everyone's been yawning around here.
I feel fine.
Oh, it's an effect. It's got to be the
It's the simulacrum.
It's the head.
maybe.
I think
Oh.
it's the head
I
is
think
here.
it's the head.
I feel bad.
I don't feel good.
Well, that's unpleasant that we have two members of our group.
Affected.
I mean, I just feel
Affected.
less magical, which is weird.
And you're so magical.
I'm such a magic man.
I feel less magical.
I am.
But your magic hair is looking a little bit less glowy today. Yes, that is canon. He's Rapunzel.
You gotta sing the special song. Maybe.
Well, in any case, coffee and schnapps is on its way. So,
Schnapps?
peppermint schnapps. It's my new drink of choice here.
It's my breakfast.
It's very early already. It's fine.
It'll make you feel better.
You can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
Oh, you're so
Actually
funny.
The journal.
Yes, I think we need to find the journal.
That was the leg, though, right?
It didn't say.
Didn't say.
Say, I got the impression for some reason that was a leg. We'll
Um,
go to the library and.
You know, weirdly, I thought the head would be last. Just narratively.
Symmetry.
Narratively.
Yeah.
It does seem weird if the last is like just, and then we found a leg.
Right.
Exactly.
And you want to be special and get the last one.
I don't care anymore.
does.
No, I don't care anymore. You
You care.
convinced me.
A lovely breakfast is laid out in your little foyer. The waiter is annoyingly chipper.
Go away.
Pleasantly chipper.
Stop that.
Thank you. You have brightened my day.
Don't let it out.
He's whistling a jaunty tune.
Thank you very much. Go away, please.
But of course,
Thank you.
prego.
It was annoying me. It was hurting.
You can tolerate being annoyed for 5 minutes. The rest
And
of us
I
put
did.
up with it all the time.
I asked him to leave.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, if anything, it could be chopped up to a.
And then Antonio walks in, whistling a little jaunt.
He has been intolerably chipper.
Good morning, Antonio.
I was in a terrible mood last night.
Well, are you doing all right there, Antonio? Oh, good.
Antonio, have you ever had peppermint schnapps?
Don't get the lizard
He's
drunk.
too young. Don't let.
Antonio, how old are you?
I heard he just started puberty.
Oh, he might be infinitely old.
Yes.
He was rather grumpy when he came in last night. What did you do to him?
I gave him a whole lot of pasta.
Too much pasta, but
Yeah, maybe he had a tummy ache. That must have been it.
well, maybe if you eat pasta, you'll stop eating fezzes. Anyway,
I feel like he's a bottomless pit.
that's probably true.
And there he is an extra fez stomach.
He has
He's
a
like,
fez.
he does the Kirby, like,
All right. So, yeah, let's focus up. I don't want to be quiet.
Us? Ever?
We can.
I learned Turkish yesterday.
He's got a 2 in
I think you
Turkish.
should make that singular.
I learned Turk yesterday.
You learned a Turkish yesterday?
I learned to say hello.
Did you find out where to get Turkish delight?
Oh no, is that here?
No, first you got to ask for the bathroom. You got to learn how to ask for the
That's
bathroom.
always.
No, you
yeah.
gotta say hello first.
Well,
and
yeah.
Then you have to know how to say
So he knows
ask
how
for
to
the
say.
bathroom.
He
I
knows
do
how
know
to
how
say
to say
hello
hello.
now.
I
And
should learn
it's-
thank you too. I
I'm
think.
sorry. Where's the bathroom? Hello's third.
And where's the American embassy?
All right. So our lead is the Timona family. But
Yes.
we do have a.
So you have a couple.
Address?
You've got the.
And we also have the
You know
library.
the Tremona family. You've got the library, and you have the name of the hotel
Yes.
where Winkleman, lived and gave his stuff to a waiter.
I mean, we know what we're looking for.
I really want to know the story behind that waiter.
I mean, I feel like you should already kind of know it.
Oh, because of.
Oh, perhaps
Do you think it's that?
saucy?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Now everyone's interested.
So, come on.
I'm
The
kind
killer
of
works as a
invested.
cook, and the waiter
Oh.
gets all the stuff. He was strangled and then stabbed.
He was betrayed.
Yes.
You're
So I wanna go to the
smart.
library.
You're very smart.
I want to go.
We already know the journal. We know the person in the
Very
journal.
selectively smart.
I'm very
Yes.
selectively smart. I will agree to that.
I'm smart about the things I want to be smart about.
And everything else just goes right over his head.
yes.
Yeah, if it's not interesting, I find reasons.
That's ADD for you.
You're not wrong.
What on earth is that?
What?
So you.
I wasn't
It sounds
listening.
like Rudolph is going to the library.
Don't split up too much. There is a skin cult.
There's a skin. I think we should stick together, honestly.
Let's all go to the library. We
Let's
can
go to
do
the
more than one thing in a day.
Yes.
Okay.
Persona 5 rules say no, you can't. Actually, that's not true, but.
So you can all make a library use roll.
Oh, joy.
Well, we were told to talk to someone here, right?
Yeah, you've got a name,
Guys.
so that'll get you the Napoleonic stuff, no problem.
Yeah, 'cause I think the language is a bit of a problem.
Well, this guy will help you translate. Oh, I thought that was a sideways. I was like, what the?
It
what?
was a sideways
Not
for a
especially
second.
good.
Like a critical
All right.
regular.
Wow. Okay. So who rolled the worst?
I got an 82 out of 51.
I got a 76, and my library use is a 55.
So
I think I'm the worst.
you're the worst. Okay, so you
Get the juicy stuff.
are gonna get
If somebody else
this,
You
wants
get
to
the
read
false
this.
and it'll be
information.
translated. But you are totally distracted by a man that you have seen before. He was in the tomb. He was hiding in the tomb of Winkleman.
Oh, he.
Handless guy.
Yes.
The handless man.
He's now
With a bunch of
sitting.
cats.
He was using the cats to stay warm. They could have been evil
Kitties!
cats.
No.
He's now sitting.
Why did you say the same thing twice?
He's now sitting quietly
Charlie gets it.
in the
I love cats,
in the
but still.
library. His arms like this, and he is sitting mutely in front of a book. And every once in a while, every 10 minutes or so, a library assistant will come up and turn a page, and he'll just read.
And we know because Fenelix said that he's part of the skinless cult.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
We know
What
that
do we know about this guy?
Okay, we saw him at the mausoleum of Johann Winkelmann with some
Okay.
cats. He doesn't have hands, and he ran away when he saw us coming.
Let's see, you two made the rolls, so
I did not make the roll.
you made the spot hidden.
I did make the
You
spot.
made
hidden
the
roll.
Cthulhu mythos. So both of you make me,
Dice rolls.
let's call it intelligence rolls.
Okay. Oh,
Very
no.
nice.
I fail.
Ooh, all right.
Do you want to read?
Oh, the tables have turned.
Did you
Did you get a
crit?
regular or a hard or what?
No.
I got a regular.
pretty-
I got a. Oh no, it's
yeah.
over half.
Okay, so you got a hard success.
Yeah, I'm too
All right.
focused on this, probably.
So, at one point, Charlie points the guy out to you, and you think about the carvings that you saw and how some of them looked like people had had pieces lopped off.
Right.
Like some of the supplicants had had like pieces of their arms chopped off,
And he has his hands.
and he
chopped
has
off.
no hands, and that seems notable.
I think this guy knows about the one-eyed serpents.
Yeah, let's stay away from
And I
him.
don't. I mean the ones on the.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
It's not.
Don't make this weird.
It's too late. It's on the fresco.
Is this a double entendre?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Double entendre. It wasn't supposed to be.
It's kind of a triple entendre because it's a
Triple! Did we finally make it to triple?
because it's a single entendre that was not intended to be a double entendre but got turned into one. So it's kind of a triple entendre.
Ooh.
No, that's just unintentional double.
That's pretty much my bag. That's my whole thing.
Erna gets like kind of a weepy look in her face and says, Madame Bouchard would not have approved of that.
Anyway, I think if we talk to him, he'll know about the carvings. Or at least about the serpents under the mountain.
Why do we want to know about that?
Because they gotta be connected with everything.
They're monsters.
So there's a lot of the things that we're dealing with.
Yeah, but we keep that to a minimum.
You're right. We should know less about what's going on around us.
Right, like
Good idea. Good idea.
Not knowing about the things is not going to keep them from showing up in the middle of the night and just scraping
Let's
our
not
skin
know
off.
important stuff.
You can totally say that non-sarcastically, and it would like sound fine in Call of Cthulhu. We should not know so much about what's going on. That's a viable plan.
There are definitely times where I'm over here screaming, "Don't read the book." That's my Call of Cthulhu brain, because the rest of me wants to know.
I know everything.
I want to know everything.
Oh no, there's stuff I definitely don't want to know. I've seen enough.
Good. I haven't.
I keep trying to warn you about unicorns, and you're like, la, 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 la.
Unicorns are beautiful creatures.
Oh, they're gonna get you.
So, thanks to your help with the staff, you don't need to worry about the translation. So you get that entire diary. Ren, you want to read that for folks? It's
you
it's a
wanna read
little
it, Ren?
extensive.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of names.
Yeah, they're hard.
At the summaries of the finding of court-martial in French, dated the 13th of September, 1797.
Chef de bataillon, Gaston
Chef de
Ficil.
Bataillon Gaston Ficil presiding.
Wow.
At the inquiry into the deaths of Sergeant André Legrand and Soldant Julius Heron, the following facts were determined by the tribunal. On 9 September, Sergeant André Legrand, Corporal Marcel Lassiniere, and Soldants Julius Heron and Louise. I'm sorry.
You're doing great. Keep going.
Cocheform and Louis Cocheform from Legrand's unit were drinking at a tavern. Il Capro Umbraccio?
Ubraccio.
That was close.
The drunken
The
goat.
drunken goat.
Nice, we should
Where
go
they right, where they fell in with Macchietti. Witnesses present stated that Legrand was very drunk. Corporal Lassiniere and the two Soldats went upstairs, where the tavern owner also ran a brothel. Oh, that's lovely.
And he's a cook.
Bum, bum, bum.
Upon their return, Legrand and Marchietti had disappeared. Legrand's body was found in a nearby alley a short time later. Witnesses stated that it was common knowledge in the unit that Sergeant Legrand had acquired some valuable treasure in Paris. This item was kept in his kit. The bag had been in Legrand's possession at the tavern, but was missing when his body was found. Lassiniere, Heron, and Cochefer sought Macchietti, partially to revenge their sergeant, but also to recover Legrand's treasure. That's what we should have played in the flashback.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Andre got so much treasure.
There's Andre.
On 10 September, the three men found Marchietti drinking at Caverna de Retil, the Lizard's Cave.
The Lizard's Cave!
Yeah.
Antonio?
They waited until he left, then
One-eyed
ambushed.
lizard.
They waited. I hate you.
That's what he said.
They waited until he left, then ambushed him, stunning him and dragging him to a cul-de-sac where they sought to extract the location of the bag. Witnesses stated that Marchietti at first denied having the bag, but after being beaten, confessed that he had passed the bag and its contents to his master. Marchietti refused to reveal the name of his master, and a further beating ensued. It was at some point during the second beating that Marchietti's shirt was torn from his body. The facts from this point are unclear. Witnesses report hearing screams followed by repeated heavy blows. The civil authorities were summoned, and upon investigation, Lassiniere and Cachefer were found dazed and bleeding, along with two bodies. One was the body of Heron, who appeared from the marks about his throat to have been strangled. The other body was battered beyond recognition, but may have been the body of Marchietti. Lassiniere claimed that the body was that of, quote, a monster that strangled Heron before it was killed. He claimed that the subsequent damage to the body was caused by Cochefer beating it with a billet of wood. A blood-soaked billet was found at the scene. Cochefer has not been able to testify. Doctors who have examined him conclude that it is unlikely that his mind will ever return. Valid. The finding of this tribunal is that Legrand was killed by civilian Marchietti in the course of a robbery. Hedden was killed by person or persons unknown. The death of Marchietti is unconfirmed.
Oh my.
Well,
Sorted.
well.
That's a lot of stuff.
That is a lot.
Also, so many names. God damn.
It's a lot of names.
The big thing that's important there is that somebody had a bag
Yes.
and something from Paris was in that bag.
And it belonged to Marchietti's master, but he refused to say who his master was. Who wants to guess it was Feneluk?
I think it was Andre. I'm kidding.
Well, maybe Fennek will show up and talk to us more.
No, because if Fenelek has it, then he would have given it back to us.
But
It depends on what's in the bag.
actually, thinking about it, if it was Andre, he was trying to keep the pieces.
No, yeah, and it wouldn't have been Fennek because it had been taken from him.
I think the master is the lizards in the caves.
Yeah, his shirt was Marchietti's shirt
that
was
idea.
torn from his body, and it was so monstrous that somebody.
Wait, where did this- where did this-
Feneluk does have a lot of lizards under his employ in Dream Lazan, isn't that?
That's
No,
not
the
Fenelek.
Frenchmen, separate people.
Well,
I already forgot his name. The Patchwork Duke.
The Frenchman.
No, we got his
and
name.
Martine.
Martine.
He shares a name with Reggie's. Sorry, Reggie.
aw.
All right.
So,
It was only a whole month ago.
no, it wasn't quite a month.
It wasn't even quite a month.
We haven't known each other a month
I've
yet.
changed so much since then.
In fairness, we've been through a lot in the last month.
Yes,
Plus the Dreamlands.
Dreamlands doubles the time.
doubles the time.
Triples.
Yeah. But, feels like it.
So, it's what's interesting to me about this, is that this took place after Winkleman died.
Oh, that's true.
So Winkleman might not have ever had it, but he's involved with these dragons.
So we've got a missing medallion.
Missing medallion,
We've got a mystery bag.
mystery bag.
What else do we have?
We've got a name for the family that.
We've got a name for the family.
Well, following the family connection worked for finding the arm, so.
And we have Cyclops dragons.
And we've got Cyclops
And you
dragons
got,
under
and
the
sadly, only
mountains.
one success at library use.
More library is necessary.
Ah,
Tomorrow.
I am seeing like 3 other articles piled up next to Ezra.
Meta.
none of these,
I'm allowed to meta.
none of these will be found in the library.
Oh.
I can meta just right back.
Ooh, the meta.
I see a meta and I raise you a meta.
If he's not going to use a GM screen, I'll meta at
Fair
him.
enough. Fair enough.
Meta off of the century. So yeah.
About 4 o'clock.
But these aren't the journals. So, sorry to like.
As you cut him off.
Yeah. Or do you want to finish?
No, go ahead.
Because I
Are you
I
finished?
remember. So, well, there was the guy who had the piece, and maybe it was the same piece that the same leg, because like someone had something around the camp. I thought that was the journal that we were coming here to find.
No, that
Of
was
that
in
guy.
Venice, I think.
So
Yeah,
you
that
think
was-
that was
yeah.
that's the leg.
Venetian, yeah.
All right.
the
then I-
leg.
I'm delighted that I'm not the only one who forgets things. There's just so
This-
many things going
It's a lot
on.
going on, yeah.
So this
we
is
need a red string board.
this is
We need
the-
a good murder board.
We need a whole document that just has everything together.
only.
That'd be
You know,
amazing.
this would fit very nicely down your throat.
Whoa.
But we do have that
Sorry.
because of
So about 4 o'clock, the handless guy will get up and leave.
Oh yeah. Before he leaves, I'd like to go talk to him.
Okay, he's ignoring you.
Yeah.
He's just focused on the book. When you come up, he looks at you and then he looks at the book.
I look at the book.
Make an intelligence check.
You want me to read the book? Oh, flip the page. I flipped the page for him. What are you reading, friend? I don't mean to intrude. I think I saw you earlier yesterday. With some cats? At a museum?
He's back reading.
Can I give you money? I take out $10. No? I turn the page for him. What is he reading?
He is reading a book on...
Okay, I
Took
believe you.
so long to get to that question. I was sitting over here like, I can't ask.
Yeah.
He is reading a book on the history of the Karst Caverns,
Karst Caverns.
which is sort of the writ large name for all the caves in the mountains in the north of here.
I can't help but notice your injury. Do you speak English? I'm sorry. Do you speak English?
He opens his mouth
Yep.
Oh
shit.
no.
and he shows you that he has no tongue.
Oh my goodness.
And no hands for sign language.
Oh.
He has to do toe language.
He lifts his foot up on the table.
Very dexterous.
I can't imagine how that must be. I'm very sorry for your situation.
He goes back to reading.
Yeah, fair enough.
Nothing
got
like
nothing.
missing a tongue to make things awkward.
He does speak English, though.
He understands you.
Yeah, that's true. You have a particular interest in the caverns.
No one does deadpan like Ezra.
I flip. I am particularly interested in the caverns myself. Is there anything particular that you might be able to show me? I'm having a really hard time.
As am I.
Ezra keeps a straight face after all of this. Is the challenge of the century.
You say that, he goes,
No, I understand that, sir. Yeah, no, I flipped the page. Is there a way?
He just flipped you.
Yeah. Is there other ways that you are able to talk with people? This must be incredibly lonely. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. No. So you just have to sit in silence by yourself. That's terrible. I can sit here and help you flip your book until you're finished, if you'd like. I do so.
all right. He over the course of about an hour, he starts to he'll start to kind of he's trying to figure out a way to thank you.
Oh, okay.
To, show you appreciation. And so he will all of a sudden you flip a page and he stops and he he points at a part of the book. And it is talking about a thing called the Grotta Gigante. It's about 3 miles northeast of Trieste.
That's a double up.
Thought to be the largest cavern open to tourists in the world. It is large enough to contain St. Peter's in Rome. It was fully explored in 1905. And then after that it says, further away, 50 miles northeast, near the border town of Postumia, is a cave system that has not been fully explored, but is open to tourists.
And you recommend stay away. Danger? Oh, okay. Thank you for the warning. My name is Reggie. I'm staying at the Central Hotel? Central?
The Hotel Central.
Hotel Central.
Pretty close, yeah.
If you'd like to get together and read a book again, I'm here for the next couple days, but...
There is, he will very awkwardly reach down and take a pen in his mouth.
Sure.
And he will painstakingly write, and he writes the name Helmut Grossinger.
Helmut Grossinger.
And then he
And this is you. Nice to meet you, Helmet. Hopefully we will cross paths again. And I say good day, and
Yeah, he like grabs his hat with both of his hands, puts it on his head, and he heads out.
all right, well, Handless guy's in quite a
Reggie goes from caring, nurturing
It comes
to
in waves, okay? He can be the kindest person you know, and then the next second.
Maturity takes a while to build the pathways in the brain.
Did you notice the guy with no hands?
The handless guy also doesn't have a tongue. He's tongueless and handless.
Poor guy.
Can you imagine that? I can't even imagine that.
I
Even worse,
can.
he talks with his hands.
He was a.
I can. That would be absolute hell.
I can't. Anyway, he was a total asshole, which is completely understandable. But he said to stay away from.
The unexplored caverns near Postune?
Yes.
And well, anyway, I thought it was interesting that he's missing his hands and the frescoes were missing parts as well. So
Lost into a giant dragon.
I didn't ask that.
We all know it.
It never came up.
You are assuming so much.
Yeah.
I may be selectively empathic, but you are selectively stupid.
So he told you to stay away from a particular set of caverns, that it was terribly dangerous.
I'm not assuming anything.
So you think he lost his hands and his tongue in a rock slide?
I don't know. I didn't ask him. But his name is Helmut
Grossinger.
Grossinger.
I mean, maybe that's where there's activities of the group that took his hands and tongue.
That's what I'm thinking.
I think you might be right. So do
I
we
would-
want to go and poke that hornet's nest?
I think if we did, we should have a good reason to.
I am
To go visit Flesh
I
Cult?
am
No.
certain beyond a doubt, which calls some things about myself into question, that those dragons exist.
I believe it as well.
I mean, why not? If other things exist that are part of mythology, why not?
Like
Right.
unicorns.
Vampires.
What is your deal with you?
They are
No, no, no,
incredibly
no, no, no,
dangerous.
no, no,
They
no, no,
are
no, no, no.
Incredibly dangerous.
What are
and
your
you are not taking them-
experiences with them? What are your experiences with unicorns?
Did you run into them in
They
Constantinople?
Yes.
Yeah,
they
in the sewers,
massacred
they
us.
zipped their skins like a winter
Yeah,
coat.
they opened his chest up.
Whose?
One of our guides.
And where did you encounter them?
This was in the tunnels under Constantinople.
Under the tunnels and
Yeah,
okay.
they live in caves. They underground. That's where unicorns dwell.
And who told you they were unicorns?
I saw them.
You saw goats with one horn that zipped people up. Why are you
Unzipped them.
unzip them up? Why do you assume they're unicorns?
I mean, technically, if they have one horn.
It's unicorn.
Unicorns, in my approximation, are horses with one horn.
Oh, how
that
many
are
of those have
very
you
nice.
seen?
0.
Yeah.
But that's
No, we
the.
saw the one in the dreamland.
Well, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's you see in the
No,
dream
but
world?
also mythology. Unicorns are not purely horse.
This is.
I
okay,
believe that. Okay,
This is why I failed my library use roll, because I find some actual pictures of proper unicorns, and I start showing them to everyone.
They're in books? Are they in
Fine.
books?
There are like etchings of like weird goat things with one horn. They look more demonic.
Yes.
Speaking of demonic, we have late breaking bits.
Don't call our viewers demonic. That's mean.
Waterbearer 79, or as I call them, Gunga Don't, has 500 bits. That's a Gunga Den.
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
I don't,
sure.
but
It's a classics joke.
I think you made it before.
Wow. Jeez.
I know it from
Is it in
Venture
the
Brothers,
Google
but
I like jokes that Ezra's
they are here specifically to cut your legs out from under.
Wow. Jeez. I mean, look, thank you for the bits, Waterbearer. I was
Waterbearer.
trying to thank you. They're being, they're being catty.
Because you gave us an opportunity
Good
to
try, but you got it in my
attack
dice
us.
box.
Well, you can save that for next time, since it came late, because it's time to end this
Oh!
episode.
No, unicorns, thank
We
you.
ended on.
I'm not done with you with that. I'm not done with you with that.
Finally, a librarian is like, "We're closing. Could you please put all the books on goats back?"
Unicorns.
Next time we use the library, I do want to ask the librarian about helmet.
Okay. Well, we'll take care of that next time.
Bookmark.
Thank you all so much for the bits tonight.
Thank you.
They used almost all of them.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna carry Water Bearers 1 over until next time. Okay.
Beautiful.
Because that came in super
Yeah,
late.
it came in late.
We appreciate the gifting.
Yes, thank you very much. So next Saturday we will. I think everybody's back again. Yeah.
I believe so.
We will be taking out October 5th. There will be no show because it will be my 18th annual, I think, birthday mini golf tournament.
Yeah.
Hopefully, many of you watching will attend. Consider this an open invitation if you
whoa.
are if you are close to the Castro Valley Golden Tee Golf. It's
gonna be a party.
I believe we're also out the 21st because both Dane and I are out.
yeah, that's
There
two
we are.
people. September 21st.
September 21st. So
Okay.
not next week, but the week after.
All right.
Yeah,
And-
I got the nod from the
Right.
control room.
And don't forget that the week before there may be an arena, probably. Possibly.
It might be that week that,
Totally.
that there's an arena because we're
Could be.
off.
Could be. So thank you for watching. Don't forget, take a second, do us a favor, like and subscribe on Twitch, on YouTube, on OnlyFans, wherever you find us. We actually have,
Podcatchers everywhere.
yeah, and in your if podcast listeners, if you're enjoying this, go on your podcast thing of choice and give us a 5-star review. If you're not enjoying it, go on there, find another podcast, and give them a 1-star review.
Or,
In our stead.
or give us a 4-star review and tell us what you don't like.
Kvetch a little. It's fine.
You'll feel better.
You know,
It's healthy.
the 3-star review. They're just like meh. We will.
Great show. Too much bandstanding.
It's all the miming.
Was
it's
that
all
Thomas or Amy? I couldn't tell.
No, it was me.
Don't forget Patreons. After this show, Last Call of Cthulhu will be on YouTube. What pants could Dane be wearing today?
And you get to hear the quotes.
And you get to hear the quotes.
Most
and
of which I won't know what they
apparently,
mean.
what else? We were going to talk about. Oh, we're going to talk about. You'll hear the
Jinxes.
Did you hear about
Jinx.
Jinx roll?
You'll hear
and,
the
and
Jinx
maintaining
story.
eye contact.
Oh yeah.
What?
Because somebody chugged salsa.
Shug is such a strong
We'll
word.
save this.
That's just
Oh yeah, because y'all had dinner without
that
me.
is the taste, a taste of the fun coming in Last Call of Cthulhu. Check out shop.questsandchaos.com because not only there can you get awesome Quests and Chaos merch like our blessed dice trays, and don't forget, you buy a blessed dice tray, you let me know about it, we will
not
sign it
blessed.
for you. That is not blessed.
Not blessed.
And tell us, and we'll put a not post-it on your on your. That's how you should sign everyone. Just write not.
We'll even make Pooja do all the not writing.
But we also have new stuff on there. Thomas may or may not have gone a little Kickstarter mad and picked up a bunch of Nord Games stuff
Oh, I saw the stack of books when I came in.
that we are now going to pass on to you, the home viewer. So this is Nord Games' latest Kickstarter. There's like decks of magic items. They're very cool magic item builders. All ways you can make your 5e game better without giving wizards any money. Yay. In this case, you're giving us money, which is even better. So check out our shop.questsandchaos.com. See the cool stuff we have there. And I think that might do it. Yeah, that might do it. We will be back for Last Call of Cthulhu shortly. Goodbye, Internet friends.
Bye.
Bye.